Hello there, my sweet lime. I'm Lemon, and we are here with.
Nixie!
Yeah! Again, always. Yes! And today, I think this episode, we are gonna be pursuing Vexx, though.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're already too far down the June path, though, aren't we?
We are, but
Or is it?
in this episode, I think we can choose a choice with Vexx. So, yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
And, I mean, I just wanna choose him. So I mean we go back to June later. I want to choose him first, so you could see like his path and stuff, right?
See his gossip.
Yeah, see his like more of his story because it's unfair, right? The other guys have their stories, and then he hasn't have much. He just appeared, right? So yeah, it's time for him to shine.
Kind of a late addition to the team.
Yes. Mhm. Okay. Start game, load game, and
Okay.
this one. Okay, so yeah. Okay, let me turn on the music too. And okay, wait. I think I need to turn up my desktop audio a bit. So let me wait for it and test if the music is too loud. Okay. Okay. This episode will be called. Okay, wait. Is it gonna continue? Okay. Orion. So we are landing. Why MP3 though?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay.
This is the musical episode.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. Wait, 1 second. I wanna hear your thingy in the stream. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. You can do that. I'm just saying, like. Okay, I can hear
I
you
know.
well. I
Yeah,
can
I
hear you
just
well.
want to make the noise so I didn't go dead silent as soon as you logged into the stream.
Yeah, true. Okay. I'll start. My mind wanders as I pace through the corridors of the palace, the echo of my footsteps swallowed by the carpeted floor. Another day passes in this place that's supposed to be my home. As usual, the days are. As usual, the days are much the same. With a sigh, I find myself wondering what my life would have been like. What my life would have been like if I wasn't born royal. Where would I go? What would I do with my life? While I walk, the late afternoon sun sets behind the windows, giving way to a softly darkened sky as night descends on Goddess. I'm not supposed to be in this wing, but since it's largely unused, I can wander its halls without fear of being caught. Luckily, the secret tunnels and passages I've found over the years have afforded me a way to move around unseen. I'll never not be grateful for that. Hearing voices nearby, I slow my steps to listen. It's mostly likely just a couple of gossiping servants, but still, they might have something interesting to say. I creep closer to the corner of the hallway, straining my ears to hear them better. Yuana.
I told you, Seraph. I don't know what you think you overheard, but it certainly wasn't that.
A familiar feminine voice cuts through the space,
Oh my god.
and when I recognize it, I take in a deep breath to avoid being detected. Oh my god, more
Is
women! What?
Is it who I think it is?
We'll see, we'll see. Oh! Ooh. How dumb do you think I am, N? I know what you're planning, and I want in on it. Ooh. She's so pretty.
She's so pretty.
Yay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look at the crown.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Why should I trust you?
Why shouldn't you? I haven't given you any reason to doubt me before. There's a pause, and then a soft sigh.
You understand what this would cost to do, Vexx? All of us? If we're discovered before the time is right, not one of us will be spared.
I promise. I promise you. I'll do whatever I can to help you succeed.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the tea. The drama.
Yes. Two beautiful people in front of us having drama.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle it.
I peek around the corner, just in time to see Vexx take a knee in front of my sister. Yo!
Hey.
You have my loyalty, Queen Nerissa. Hey yo! Hey yo!
Who's there? Oh my god.
Yeah! Pretty. I gulp as Nerissa looks in my direction, knowing I've been caught. Stepping out from behind the wall, I attempt a casual smile.
They're so...
They are. Oh gosh.
I'm fine.
Huh?
I'm fine.
Okay. No, they're so pretty. Okay. I was just coming from the gardens. What are you two doing? She smooths out a wrinkle in her dress and gives me a fond smile.
Just discussing palace security. Boring, really.
I feel Vex's amused grin on me. Gaze on me. Wait, what? His lips tilted to one side as he watches the exchange. My skin warms beneath his stare, the rhythm of my heart picking up a speed. Hey yo, that's Nixie's heartbeat.
Yeah, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
But you know.
Huh? Ba-dum.
But
Yeah. I swear I glance at Nerissa, wondering if she's noticed. If she has, she's not giving anything away. Are we gonna be...
I interrupt.
Okay.
I gotta play cool.
Sorry to interrupt. I'll leave you to it. Nerissa takes a step before I can leave, giving me a small smile.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Lemon, wait a second.
She turns to Vexx again, her lips pursed. Though he towers over her, her presence never fails to command attention.
We'll continue this later, Lieutenant Seraph.
Yes, princess. Vexx throws me a careless wink. Ayo! Before he turns to go, leaving me alone with Nerissa. Oh my god, he is a charmer. What'd you say though?
I'm completely normal about this. No, I'm not.
But he is a charmer. Mm-hmm. Releasing a breath, Nerissa smiles at me, a weight seeming to fall from her shoulders. I note that KYL3, her guard of sorts, is nowhere to be seen. Strange, given how close they are, and even stranger, given his penchant for keeping, right? For keeping her close.
Yeah, penchant.
Eye on Vexx.
Shall we take a walk, Lemon?
With a nod, I step up beside her, letting her set the pace as we walk along the corridor together. Oh my god. After a few steps, she turns to look at me. The familiar scent of her floral perfume drifting through the space between us. I take in a deep breath, letting myself linger within the comfort of the scent.
Do I even need to ask what you're doing on this side of the palace?
She gives me a look of mock severity. I know that she doesn't mind me exploring the place, but unfortunately, the king's order far outweigh her. I sigh and give a small shrug of my shoulders. I was bored. Nerissa nods in understanding, a kind of darkness shadowing her features.
It won't be like this forever, you know.
What do you mean? She studies me thoughtfully before finally giving a small shake of her head.
Nothing. Don't mind me. It's been a long day.
For a good few moments, she seems lost in thought, or perhaps she's simply enjoying the peace of the empty wing. I can't be sure.
Was Vexx bothering you?
Okay. Was Vexx bothering you back there? He seems to do that a lot. She stops walking and turns to face me, giving a small breath of laughter.
No more than usual.
Good, because if he was, I'd have to kick his ass. Nerissa laughs again, giving me an amused look. I love the sound of her laughter, the way that it fills me with warmth.
I'd pay to see that.
I return her smile, hesitate. Oh my god, my throat just made a noise. Hesitating a moment before speaking again. If there's anything I can do to help you. She sighs quietly, her eyes dancing with affection.
You help me every day, Lemon, simply by being you.
No.
I would never ask any more from you, though I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention to anyone what you overheard earlier.
I didn't. She holds up a hand at my words. She held up a hand, and my words trail off into silence.
I know what you heard, and it's all right. There are few people I truly trust in this world, but I know that I can count on you.
With a nod, I confirm her words. She can trust me. Then a small thought crosses my mind. Can I trust her too? I don't know what was going on between her and Vexx back there, nor do I understand why he referred to my sister as queen.
I think our dear sister was going to usurp the throne until Zovak came along.
Yeah.
And honestly, girl boss.
Yeah. I think we kind of did see a lot already, like the way Vexx mentioned that she was gonna be a good queen and stuff, and like
Yeah. I think maybe he was trying to become a double agent there, and then he was brainwashed. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we'll see. I think I think it's this episode. Yeah. Okay, because I haven't played the episode 6, so yeah, I think I've seen what they've seen. Yeah. Okay. A small trickle of doubt creeps into my mind, worrying that they're up to something that might not end well for either of them. My sister is a series of walking contradictions, warm yet cold, cunning but kind. She plays her parts, wears different masks, yet I can't help but think that there's so much more going on beneath the surface that even I'm aware of. The one thing I've never doubted is that she loves me, and that in turn, she's the most important person in my life. That thought alone is enough for me. Always. You can always trust me. With a smile, she reaches forward to brush her fingers over the side of my face. Ooh. She's our sister. Why am I saying ooh?
I know. I was like, oh, excuse me. But I get it. She is pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. She kind of looks like my aunt back when my aunt was a bodybuilder.
Oh.
That's completely random, but that's just what I thought of.
Uh-huh. I mean, she do look kind of like firm and strong, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
I love her.
She's so pretty. Yes. Oh my god. We can't just sit and stare at her all day though.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's so sad she's dead.
Mhm.
I'm fine. And I'll always be here for you, no matter what.
Oh.
Snap out of its stowaway. I asked you a question.
Sorry. What was it again?
I said it's time to do some combat training.
Oh.
If you think you're ready to set foot on Orion, you'll need to square up first.
Ooh. I'm ready, of course. Right?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Sounds good. I'm in.
We're gonna get our butts handed to us.
Yeah. He smiles and gives me an approving nod.
And that's what I like to hear. Should I
Water. He shifts on the spot, as though asserting me thoroughly, weeding out any weaknesses.
You'll have a choice. I want you to be comfortable with the combat style you decide to stick with. The crew have volunteered to train you in whatever you choose. Since we have different specialties on board, or since we have different specialists on board, you're lucky enough to have options. Shooting and firearms, close combat fighting and knives, or hand-to-hand combat and defense.
He crosses his arms over his broad chest and gives me a pointed look.
So, what'll it be?
We can't choose Vexx, so you know who we're going for.
You think you're making a decision just to come home?
What'd you say?
That's crazy. I said you think I'd make a decision just because of him? That's crazy.
Wait, no. Okay, the choice you make would determine your combat style for the rest of the game. For non-lethal option, choose firearms. It's like the option to stunt later in the episode, huh? Okay.
I'm no pacifist.
Yes. So, are we going to?
Yeah, we can do. I like guns.
Me too. Have
All
you ever
kinds.
held one before?
Well, okay, here's the thing. I like guns in theory. In practice, they terrify me. I was
Yeah.
handed an old-time shotgun and I broke into tears.
Oh, but I just held a BB gun before, so I don't know how to.
My parents want me to learn how to properly hold a gun in case of home invasion and I need to use the shotgun. So, that's fun.
It seems heavy though, because I just handle a pistol and then it's just, yeah.
Well, practice makes perfect, right? And also just for safety reasons, to know how to
Yeah.
properly handle.
No, because mine just for acting for some reason, and my friend got a BB gun and it's super expensive, and like it was super heavy, so I'm guessing it's kind of the same with the real ones. So yeah.
My dad has a BB gun which has metal pellets, but it is a BB gun. It's not like it's lethal. It just hurts. Like
Yeah.
And sometimes he uses it to knock squirrels out of trees when they purposely go to the pool to eat pine cones and spread the sheddings there.
Oh, okay. Poor squirrel, but that has to be done.
Back to the game. Firearms and shooting is what I'm fine with.
All right. I guess I'll take the guns.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Fine. June will be training you with Orion. We'll be training you in Ryona. Meet them down at the docks in 5.
He strolls off towards the bridge, his shoulders tight and I slip into my room to change into something suitable for physical activity. Oh, time to get into that outfit you made. I don't have a model for it. Okay. Sorting through the assortment of clothes I've acquired, swears from the crew, and few things I'd been able to pick up on Terranium, I find a pair of comfortable pants and a plain t-shirt. My room is still pretty bare, but Damon had lent me a couple of books, insisting I had to read them, and Riona had gifted me with a small plant to make the place look more homey. And Damon read books. Surprising.
He's literate?
Yeah, he insists on us reading them, so...
Are we illiterate?
I don't think we are, not, we are... Because, okay, we are royalty, so we're supposed to...
No, it was more of a joke.
Oh, okay. And then there were some of the notes and drawings that Bash had left on my door. The ones that always makes me smile. I'd kept them as a reminder. A reminder that I don't have to be alone. And we got more blankets. Nice. Comfy. After finishing in my room, I take a minute to duck into the kitchen and grab a bottle of water before making my way downstairs to join June and Riona. I just had a flashback of bottle.
Water.
But yeah, I'm excited to finally be learning something useful. Something that will help me take care of myself in the battle ahead. Excited, but a little nervous at the same time. I've never done anything like this before, but I know I've got a good teacher. Hopefully...
No.
Hopefully, that'll be enough to drill some skill into me. Breathe. When I reach the docks, I find June already there. He looks up as I approach, his face softening somehow.
I'm glad you chose to train with me.
You are? He nods, a soft smile forming on his lips. It doesn't take long for it to slowly fade.
Where we're going, it'll make all of us feel better to know you have a basic set of skills to defend yourself with.
Is Orion really so bad?
Not Orion. The planet itself is safe enough, but the facility will be going to...
Poor June! He hesitates. His eyes glaze over as old demons creep up on him.
Alyssa snuck those bombs onto our ship as a means for us to destroy the Prime facility and the mines, and I'm on board with that. But this will be the first time I've been back since
He stops himself, pinning me with those stormy gray eyes, the ones fighting back 100 shades of green.
I don't know how I'll be able to handle being back there.
I give him a reassuring smile, but before I can say anything, the sound of footsteps on metal stairs echoes through the space. Ooh.
My wife!
Alright.
Sorry I'm late.
Riona's soft voice cuts through the silence as she descends the stairs and hurries over. When she stands in front of us, catching her breath, she gives me an apologetic smile.
I've been doing some tests on Vexx. I lost track of time. My boy. It's fine, you're here now. How is he doing?
How's Vexx doing? How's Vexx? Is he doing okay? Riona grimaces, pushing a few strands of silver hair back from her face.
That's not good.
Oh no!
To be perfectly honest, he's not great. His moods are so unpredictable, it's difficult to even know where to start.
have you made any progress at all?
Very little. I have a couple of methods in mind that might help him, but they could be risky. I hate to break this up, but we don't have a whole lot of time to get Lemon up to speed. We'll be on Orion before we know it.
Riona gives a nod of understanding.
Of course. We can talk more about this later.
June hovers over a selection of weapons nearby, picking out a handheld gun and holding it out to me.
Here, take this. It's a blaster.
I take it, handle first, and note the weight of the weapon in my hand, the coolness of the metal against my skin.
See that small panel on the side? Slide it back. That switch gives you the option to stun or kill.
Oh.
Make sure it's set to stun. That way we won't destroy the entire ship if we have any slip-ups.
After making sure the blaster is set to stunned, then I slide the panel back into place, where it locks with a click.
Riona.
June hands another blaster over to her, and she takes it tentatively.
I really hate having to do this. I know, but it's the only way you'll grow comfortable using a weapon again.
With a sigh, Riona checks her own switch on the blaster and adjusts the weapon in her hand.
I'm sorry, June. I just don't trust myself. Well, I trust you, if that's any help.
No. She lets out a small, disbelieving laugh and cocks her head to the side.
I suppose it helps a little.
June takes a small device, no bigger than a teapot, and sets it on the ground further back. When he activates it, a large wall of energy emanates from the device, cutting through the space. A couple of holographic targets appear, fully rendered in front of us.
We'll be using the simulator for target practice. You can shoot at it safely, and it'll absorb the energy from the blasters. We'll start off easy, with stationary targets.
He crosses to one side, folding his arms over his chest as he looks towards us. Oh.
Riona, you first.
I hear the tremble in Riona's breath as she inhales, holding the blaster in front of her. Then she fires, 5 shots in a row, all with terrifying accuracy. She seems to know exactly what she's doing and how to handle a weapon, so it makes me wonder why she needs these lessons at all.
Therapy.
Yeah.
Good job, Rye. Lemon, your turn now. Oh no.
Oh no, yes. I mimicked the way Riona had held the blaster, raising and pointing it at the targets. Are we gonna be...
Not sure how we'll do, but I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, broop. I pulled the trigger once, feeling the blaster recoil as a bolt of energy surged forward and soared straight past the targets.
Give it another try.
With my blaster aimed at the target, I pulled the trigger again, and this time I managed to hit the hollow in the arm.
Woohoo!
Yay! June claps out loud, and I turn to smile at him. Yay, I get a clap from him.
That's a good start. You'll be shooting like the rest of us in no time.
We spent the rest of the afternoon training together, moving from stationary targets to moving ones, and then doing a small battle simulation. I thought I didn't do too badly, and June confirmed as much at the end of the session. However, I knew I'd still need more practice. Luckily, I have a trainer who is willing to put up with me through a few more training sessions. Or other sessions. Cough, cough.
I think we can leave it there for now. We might be able to squeeze in another session in the morning before we arrive.
Sure. Thanks for training me, June.
Not a problem.
I hand the gun back to June, and he heads over to put it by the rest, making sure everything is tidy and in its proper place. When I look to Riona, I find she hasn't moved. She stands perfectly still, her eyes fixed on the holograms.
Speak to June.
Okay, I was gonna... Okay. Of course. I step closer to June with a smile, watching with curiosity how he handles the wide variety of blasters in front of him with practice ease. But yeah, in real life though, no matter how much I simp for the person, I'd go up to Riona and like, yeah, you alright? Yeah.
Me too. She looks so hurt.
Yeah. It's not real life, so...
We can ignore people's feelings.
Yeah, maybe we can go back to her later, like after everything, you know?
Yeah.
Is the training always like this? It wasn't that bad. I didn't shoot myself in the foot, so I'm counting that as a win. If I continue to train, if I continue training, surely I'll get better in time.
We always get blasters and shoot at targets, if that's the question.
He chuckles, putting away the guns we used today.
But I try to come up with different ways to train constantly. Doing the same thing every time would be boring, wouldn't it? And not everyone responds well to the same kind of training. So it's important to try and help everyone improve with their training, as well as get us ready for different and unexpected situations.
Oh god, now I can imagine him as a teacher. If it's like
Oh my
a
God.
normal, like, maybe like a younger kid's teacher?
A preschool teacher? Kindergarten teacher?
Yeah, maybe preschool. Kindergarten may be too little for him. But like, yeah.
Especially considering that things are only bound to get worse from now on. And going to Orion of all things.
June heaves a sigh and shakes his head slightly as he turns to finish putting the guns away. It's odd how a man like June can be more comfortable handling all these weapons than talking about these things. But maybe now is my chance to ask.
How did you get so good with guns?
No backstory.
Do you want the backstory? I can do the backstory. I feel like they're both the backstory.
Because I don't know, I feel like the guns are boring. Like, what?
Okay.
So he's just gonna say like,
talk about it. I could do the. Do you want to talk about it?
no, cause what he's gonna answer? He's just like, oh, I do trainings. Like that's basically it, right?
Well, no, I was thinking like, how did this? I was thinking more like, what prompted you to start training guns and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, sorry. I do want to know. I forgot. Maybe there's something important in this. June's shoulders tenses for a moment before he locks the gun's display and turns back around to face me. Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, but some things are better left unsaid.
His words are nice, but clearly final. This isn't a subject June enjoys talking about. It wouldn't be fair for me to push him onto it, much less after the trouble he went through to teach me the basics just now. Yeah, not nice yet. But like, yeah, sure, I do that a lot in real life. Like, you want to talk about it, and then people reject. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. Okay. I give him a warm smile in response, and I'm pleased to see June letting out a long breath, his shoulders relaxing in turn. So do you want to go back and see the gun?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know if it'll probably end the same, but yeah.
Go back?
Yeah.
Okay. I know I've seen you out and about with your holstered?
Holster.
Yeah, holstered guns before. But you're really good with them too. I can't help but be torn between curious and a little bit of envious, actually. June eyebrows shoot up at my words, and I have to bite back a laugh. I don't think he was expecting me to phrase it like that.
I just have good eyesight.
We share a short laugh at his random response, while he locks up the gun's display behind him.
I'm kidding. I mean, I do have exceptional eyesight, but that's just one of the reasons.
As someone who wears glasses, I'm still envious.
Jealous of your man.
Huh?
Jealous of your man.
Why? I have glasses. How are you jealous?
No, I mean, you said you were envious. I was like, oh.
Oh, you're jealous of June. Or, huh?
Never mind.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. We're moving on.
Okay.
I was raised to be this good. Also,
Huh? I'm sorry. It just, he was gonna say that. He was, okay, whatever. Continue.
I know, that's why I said it.
Okay, okay. I don't miss the way his voice cracked there, but it's not my place to prod. I'm sure he would have said it if he wanted to.
How did you like handling a gun for the first time?
I'm not sure, honestly. I'm more surprised it wasn't a complete train wreck than anything. I never fired a weapon before, nor participated in a I keep saying stimulation. In a simulation exercise. And this is all it is, right? Training. I sigh, rubbing my hands together to try and play the chill that ran down my spine. At that, as if I was just cold from the low temperature down here. It doesn't seem to fool June, who narrows his eyes slightly at me. Damn. I don't know if I'll be able to actually handle it out there when lives are at stake. It might sound sheltered, but it's not the reality I grew up in, and that's scary, terrifying, numbing, dizzying. I could name countless adjectives to describe how the prospect of having to shoot someone made me feel, but I keep it to myself. I don't want to be a burden. That's why I'm training. I learned how to fight too, like with fists, but I never fight anyone in real life, so I'm scared of packing a punch. So yeah. No, I won't be a burden. Okay. June seems to sense my unease and places a strong, soothing hand on my shoulder. The touch acts like an anchor to me, immediately grounding me back in reality. No.
We can't control what's going to happen out there, Lemon. But we're all a team here. You don't have to worry. Nobody's expecting you to be as good with a weapon as the rest of us overnight. Trust me. What do you want? with either flirt option you choose.
Oh my god. Cough.
Okay. I had a feeling.
Cough. You see nothing.
Alright, sure. Maybe we can arrange that.
My eyes widened slightly at his response, which caught me entirely off guard. I said that half expecting him to blush and half expecting him to take me literally, and instead I get a smooth talking, crooked smile, hooded eyes. How is that even fair? I expected that too. Oh no! Do you think next time I could? Ah!
Which guns, Lemon? Which guns?
Do you think next time I could give you a gun strike? What? I'm not about to give him the upper hand that easily. Jin gives a low. Yeah, Jin gives a low, husky chuckle, and my knees weaken. Seriously, someone make this man stop being so attractive. Or not. I'm willing to suffer through this side of Jin too.
Okay, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sorry, this is gonna take me a second to get through the sentence. You weren't so bad with the blasters. With some practice, I'm sure you can handle me as well.
My heart is beating so hard. I'm okay. I'm almost positive June can hear it from where he stands, which is now considerably closer. I don't know who walked closer, but it might as well have been both of us. And I couldn't care less as to who did it first. I'm just glad we did it. Ayo. I thought we were talking about guns, not you. Ayo.
I'm fine.
Mm.
I think it's a nervous laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Who said I'm not a weapon?
My mouth is dry and my breath is heavy. We are so close now. I can see the specks of green that floats in his gray eyes. It is mesmerizing. He is mesmerizing. Oh, yo. Yeah, my lips are dry, so I wet my lips with the tip of my tongue in a desperate attempt to ease the... Oh, yo. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I should... Okay. To ease the thirst that assails me whenever... Yeah, when I'm close to this man. I don't miss the way June's eyes follow the motion like a hawk stalking his prey. When June looks back into my eyes, his pupils are dilated, and the green in them is more pronounced than I've ever seen before. It's scary and beautiful at the same time, and I'm drawn to him like a moth to a flame. Before either one of us can make a move and close this insufferable distance between us, June takes a deep breath, closes his eyes, and steps back, giving me a kind, if yet quite tense, smile.
My man is holding on by a thread.
Self-control. Man must...
We can go back to that some other time. Unfortunately, I have things I need to do before we land, and we should focus on the job ahead of us.
Shame, but at least it gives me something to look forward to. June chuckles at the words. I mumble, and I can't help but smile at him.
Thanks for stopping to talk with me now. I wasn't sure we'd have the chance to do it before the mission.
See, now he wants to talk with us. Last time he was avoiding us. I couldn't walk out of here without talking to you. You've done so much for me, and besides, I enjoy our conversations.
Good. So do I. Are you holding up okay, though? With what Vexx said on board and everything, I mean.
All at once, I feel the familiar sting of tears behind my eyes, and I bite down on my bottom lip to hold them back. It's a challenge, especially with Vexx on the ship with us. Not a challenge for you. I'm just trying to keep my thoughts on the future and preparing myself for Orion. June gives me a small smile and takes a deep breath.
It does help to have something else to focus on. Excuse me, Lemon. I really have some stuff I need to sort out before we land.
Oh yeah, sure. I should get going too. Again, thanks for the training.
You did good today. See you later, then.
With a final smile, June gives me a nod and walks away. I stay behind and watch him go, sighing when the door slides shut behind him. Looking around, I notice Riona must have left while we were chatting. I hope she's okay.
Me too.
Yeah. With nothing left to do, I decided to head back to my room for a shower and some much needed rest. I'm just hungry. I'm sorry. I just like eating.
You eat.
No, I'm not hungry, but I just want to eat stuff. I eat all the time. Yeah. After getting clean and grabbing some to eat. Yeah, we got something to eat. Yes. I relaxed in my room for a while, pulling out my holopad and searching the planet we'll soon be landing on. Oh. I learned that Orion was the first settlement for humans when they left Earth almost 1,000 years ago. The species thrived on a planet which wasn't too difficult from the home they had left behind, and overpopulation soon threatened to destroy it entirely. That was when the first human city was built on Goldus, and the early monarchy established. My ancestors. I take in as much information as I can, blazing through the articles on science, agriculture, and politics until my eyes can't take it any longer. Setting my holopad aside, I push myself from beside my bed and stretch out the stiffness from my muscle. What? There's one thing that's been on my mind. One thing I know I can't continue to push away. That I need to face head on. Vexx, of course. With a heavy sigh, I head to infirmary and search for answers.
Oh my god.
Ooh. The sense of Riona's mystery hits me when I enter. I can't quite place what the smell is, but it calms me somehow. Like lavender or soft vanilla, it almost makes me want to head right back into my room and curl under the covers.
Lemon, what brings you here?
Riona greets me with a soft smile from where she sits across the room, entering data into her computer. I came to see how everything's going. Oh, just peachy as you can see. Damon cuts in from where he lounges on the medical chair in the corner, a folded book held in one hand while he leans his head back against his other arm. He doesn't look up, but I get the feeling that he knows exactly what's going on in the room around him without having a look at all. I mean, it's fair he's there because he knows Vexx. He's a friend of him.
Yeah. Well, also when the captain told him to keep an eye on him, so.
Yeah. A quick glance further into the room gives me a glimpse of Vexx, laying on one of the beds behind a set of half-drawn navy curtains. His eyes are closed, his chest moving up and down with gentle breathing. A pair of round discs are attached to each side of his temple.
We're monitoring his brain activity when he sleeps.
Riona explains when she sees me watching him, beckoning me over to her computer.
Research is the first step in finding a way to restore him to, well, himself. See these lines here?
She points to the corner, to one corner of the screen, where a series of wavy lines are wriggling in the box.
It tells us that when he's asleep, the procedure he went through has little to no effect.
Ooh.
All of his dreams are his own.
His nightmares too.
Oh my god.
And this dude. Damon snorts, and Riona throws him a tired look.
My mind is running wild right now. I'm bad. If we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. That's not what you said before Lemon showed up, Doc. You were happy to spout all your medical mumbo-jumbo to me then.
That was before you started dropping poisonous flowers into Vex's water jug when I wasn't looking.
Hey!
Back off, sir.
David laughs out loud. The Riona seems less than impressed.
It's not funny.
She lets out a long, labored breath and swipes the back of a hand across her forehead. I could swear I see the corner of her mouth quirk upwards. See, it's funny.
It is funny. Please don't kill him.
Yes.
I prefer you stay alive.
Yes.
Do you always have to be so infuriating?
He gives her a lazy grin, his mouth opening before her eyes narrow on him further. Okay, fine, I'm shutting up. He holds a hand in front of him in defense and sits back in his chair. Wait, bandaged to the corner for a reason, I remember.
Oh my god, time out.
Time out. Sit in the corner and read your book.
The naughty corner.
Riona turns her smile on me, though I can clearly see Damon smirking in the background. Their friendship is so weird. So, Sovak did mess with Vex's mind then?
It is what we suspected. The very tissue in his brain has been tampered with.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Almost like wires have been pulled through and shoved out and shoved back into wrong sockets, rendering his former thoughts and feelings obsolete.
Can you help him? She hesitates, sighing when she glances at Vex's sleeping form.
There's still a lot I don't understand, and I don't have the technology on the ship to figure it all out. Does this mean we'll have to stop on either we'll have to find something on Orion or we'll have to go to Talari?
Yeah, because, okay, maybe I think Orion, maybe. Because there's a
I
lab.
sent you the Twitter screenshot, so I know we're probably gonna end up there anyway.
Yeah. So, we'll see. I don't know much because there's still 2 episodes left after this. So maybe he have gained it before there. It's gonna be a long journey if he hasn't like.
I want him to get well soon.
Yeah.
Desperately.
Yes, of course. Where would we find the technology we need? Orion? She grimaces, and I don't miss the look she exchanged with Damon. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah.
Only Talarian would have what we need to really get it to his head. But it's more than that. I'm afraid this is above my skill level. No!
Yeah. We could find something else, someone else, like the doctor in like Telarin or something. There's a lot of medical, yeah, right?
I know, yes, there is, but they've been turning away outsiders, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe, but we got a Teleri with us. Could they not trust
That
us?
ran away from home.
Oh, okay. Makes sense now.
They're very important people, Lemon. For all I know, they could have put a bounty out over her head.
Yeah. So what does that mean? We do nothing?
We gotta hope we're really lucky.
Yeah. Vex, you gotta fight. Just need him to fight his own mind, maybe.
Stay with us. Or let me seduce you all over again.
Ew! Okay.
I'm trying to stabilize him, but it's only a temporary fix. If we want to remove the corruption from his mind permanently, then we'll need help.
Come on, Doc. You know you're doing a bang-up job. Damon sits up in his chair and places his book down beside him, giving her a fond look. If you can't figure it out, it's only because Sovak and his mad doctor made it so. Oh, he's nice. Riona gives him a grateful smile and brings her long fingers together. Damon focuses his attention to me. Oh my god, sorry. We've been in contact with Alyssa, and boy did she find something. What was it? Another of the doctor's victims. She spoke with the family, who said the subject hadn't been the same after they found her. Blank, empty, the perfect puppet waiting for someone to pull her strings. But there was more. I wait for him to continue, swallowing around the lump in my throat. The family of the victim seemed to believe that the procedure wasn't complete, that there was another step.
You were only rumors.
Riona steps in Riona steps in, her brow furrowed in thought. My skin crawls at the chill Damon's words have left in the air. On Cursa, rumors hold weights. What more could they do? Infuse them with Orionite, turn puppets into super soldiers. We don't know how they do it exactly, but we know we have a hold full of explosive ready to put a stop to it. Okay, water break. Okay, you see.
Okay. I know it wouldn't be on the same level, but they better not do to Vexx what they did to June. I will blow up the planet Orion like Catalfa blew up, if I must.
But like, we gotta move people out first, right? Like, yeah. But like, I think it's a beautiful place. Maybe. Orion.
And probably be a mercy for most of the people there anyway.
I mean, yeah, cause like the thingy Orionite or whatever it's called, it's in the core of the planet. So yeah, the best way to deal with it is to blow the planet up.
The people in the mines are suffering, and then the scientists there are just a-holes. So
yeah, so a shame.
I mean,
but
there might be some innocent civilians like that are not in the mines or scientists, but I don't know.
It must be really hard because the planet is kind of overpopulated. So let's find the third Earth. Huh?
Yeah. I feel like I'm too quick to jump to genocide considering our characters. Like, no, our family was dead. Did they really deserve it? Like, sure, they were evil, but at least have them have a proper trial. And then I'm over here like, kill. I just think we should just kill them all.
Yes.
It'd be easier.
It is. Oh, like yeah, it's the most like effective way, I guess. Yeah. And will blowing up the mines be enough to stop it? He shrugs, unhelpfully, releasing a tired breath of air. Well, would you know anything about it? Riona and Damon exchange another of those looks, a silent conversation.
You might, but we wouldn't dare ask.
Dune is fragile when it comes to Orion. the Lapse and Orion Knight especially, one has to tread carefully. Besides, there's only one Orion Knight mine in the system. Below that sky high, it's bye-bye evil green rocks. Oh my god.
I just realized. Okay,
Huh?
so I know it's completely unrelated again, but for some reason, evil green rocks just reminds me of kryptonite.
Kryptonite?
Superman's weakness, kryptonite.
Is it like... It, I don't know my ores, but is it like...
It's a fake ore. In the DC comics, Superman.
Oh, okay, that's why it sounds so familiar. But yeah,
There's even an amazing song called Kryptonite, by the way. Beautiful, adore.
Yeah, who used that? Like kryptonite?
Kryptonite was a Superman's weakness, but the song was by a band called Three Doors Down, I believe.
Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, that's why I feel so familiar with it, yeah. But yeah, he gives a dramatic flourish with one hand before he smirks. Cue Sovak crying into his golden bed sheets.
That's an image I'd like to see.
What'd you say?
That's an image I'd like to see.
Yes, I love his like sarcasm, and it's fun. But yeah, I don't love him though. I frown my eyes, drawn to Vexx, and his peaceful sleeping form. Did you want to say something?
No.
Okay. Did Alyssa find out if there's a way to reverse the procedure? No, no one knows how.
No one on Cursa knows how.
Fiona raises her eyebrows at him, as if to say, "Don't give up hope yet." But I don't understand. If Vexx was already working with Sovak, why put him through such a procedure?
I have a few theories.
Yes. He loves us. Why does Sovak do anything he does? For control.
Signs do suggest that the procedure Vexx endured wasn't entirely successful, even in this state. If it was, we wouldn't be seeing the glimpses of Vex's true self that we have been. His true self.
Yes. I wouldn't particularly say that that's a good thing. Damon mumbles into silence, blowing out a long breath before he drops in the chair and closes his eyes, a weird expression on his face. I step closer to the curtain that separates Vex's bed from the rest of the room and peer through it. He looks so peaceful when he sleeps. He almost looks like the same man I knew from the palace, the one who could set my heart racing with only a look.
And he still does, to me.
Mm-hmm. It hurts now, seeing what he's become, knowing what he's done to me and my family. I wonder what business he has on Orion. He seems to be genuinely agreeing to help us get on the planet safely. And I suppose him hitching a ride with us is the favor we're doing him in return. And still the question remains, does he even want to be helped? Have you spoken with him much about what happened to him?
I've tried, but he hasn't been very forthcoming. The easiest way for me to study him is when he's unconscious, but I'm afraid it doesn't give me an accurate reading of what's going on in his brain when he's awake. I'll be doing some work on him in the morning. That might help him stay more lucid, only for a while.
Ooh.
We'll need him to be cooperative as we get closer to Orion.
What does all this mean?
I don't know yet, but Lemon, it's possible that when he betrayed you, he didn't do it willingly.
Yeah. Okay. Are you good?
I'm fine.
Yeah. It's happiness, right? Oh wait, that hits me like a what?
It hits me like a punch to the gut.
Yes. Hits me like a punch to the gut. The hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. A wave of nausea rolling over me. I've been trying to bring myself to terms that Vexx betrayed me in the worst possible way, and now tears prick at the back of my eyes, my chest growing tight with emotions. Sensing my distress, Fiona puts a comforting hand on my shoulder. Oh my god, my heart hurts.
We'll find a way to help him. I promise.
Hey, oh! Oh, good.
Oh my god.
I missed a pity party. Do you need a new shirt?
He's missing a layer.
Yes, yes. Ooh, the air's chilly, Vexx, and your shirt have holes. All three of us. I mean, he's sleeping, so it would make sense for him to take off his coat. Okay.
No, I know.
Yeah. All three of us, our head snaps toward the bed where Vexx lays, rubbing at his eyes and yawning. Aw. He sits up in bed, his eyebrows dipping in the middle when he looks at us. You wanna
Vexx, how are you feeling?
you wanna narrate too?
Sure.
All right. Like I'd still be asleep if the lot of you hadn't woke me up. Isn't he charming? A real gentleman. Shut your trap. You're the loudest of them all. Love their friendship. Like, fight, please.
The best of us. Hey, don't fight.
Huh?
Vexx might die.
No, I mean like
Anyway.
words fight. Like,
Oh,
I
okay,
don't know,
verbal fight. Alright. Vexx groans as he pushes himself up and swings his legs over the edge, sitting on the side of the bed. He gives Riona a softer look than what he'd just given Damon.
hey, that's nice. Any progress?
There may be a little. Will you hold still for a few minutes while I check some of the data? He nods, and Riona sits back in front of her computer, tapping away on the keyboard in front of her.
Of course.
We're gonna talk to him.
Yup.
Without waiting for any kind of permission, I head toward the half-open curtain and slip past it.
Oh.
Vexx gives me a side glance as I stare near the end of the bed, his voice still rough from sleep when he speaks.
Bombastic side eye. I'm sorry. Oh, this title. How is it going, princess?
Okay. Call me crazy, but I would have rather been referred to as Your Highness or Her Highness. I don't know. Well, Your Highness, obviously, I'm referring to. Because I don't know. Princess just seems so weird and awkward.
Yeah.
Anyway. Riona told me what happened to you. Vexx raises an eyebrow at my abruptness, but he doesn't seem to mind it.
Oh yeah? And what did the dear doctor say?
I sigh, my shoulders slumping tiredly. I'm not sure Riona is even listening to us, instead paying too much attention to the data on her screen. Wayman, on the other hand, I have no doubt. I have no doubt that he's listening in on every single word. What I needed to hear, I suppose. For brief, I think back to all the times I used to sneak off to meet him, and how bright his eyes were whenever I jump him for a hug or a kiss.
Mm.
It's hard to push down the wave of feelings and memories this brings me. Somehow, I manage. Sorry you've been stuck in the infirmary for so long.
I just want to look at his pants. Oh, he got bells.
Oh my god, he is. But no, it totally wraps around his thighs.
Mm-hmm.
That's so... Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not like I have anywhere else to be.
His face seems hard when he watches me, but if I look closely, I swear I can see a softness in his eyes.
Mm.
Perhaps it's just my own imagination. Vexx is still struggling. I can see that, but now I know the reason why. Trying to piece together his betrayal with what Zovak has done to him is one of the most difficult things I've had to do. But when it comes down to it, I now know who the true villain of the story is. Thank you!
Yes.
Sorry,
Ooh.
I don't know why I'm so upset at the main character having this dilemma.
I know, it's fine, it's fine.
I'm about to turn around and leave when he reaches out to me. He hesitates a moment, letting his hand fall back to his side.
Yo! Don't go.
I stare at him for a moment, stunned, and then I take a seat near the end of the bed and stare at him and give him a small smile. Not stare at him, I'm staring at him. The character is giving him a small smile. Okay. He lets out a long breath and runs a hand through his scarlet hair.
I heard you've been doing some combat training. How's it going?
I let out a small laugh and shake my head. I've had one session. I don't think I'm going to sign up for the guard anytime soon.
Yeah, well, fighting isn't easy, but at least you're giving it a go.
I manage a small smile, though Vexx purses his lips and glances away quickly. It's impossible to read the man, but it was already difficult before. But now that he's like this, it's damn near impossible. But still, I can't let the chance pass me by. It hasn't been a while since you last trained.
Alright.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't... No, he hasn't, obviously. Alright. How are you enjoying your stay with us, buddy? I know you're stuck with Damon, but how then? Vexx gives me a weak shrug.
Not as bad as I thought it'd be, I guess. Damon doesn't have as much of a nag as I expected. Just as much of an asshole, but he doesn't walk around breathing down my neck. So that's a win.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you do all day?
Again.
Vexx shrugs, frowning lightly while he thinks of an answer.
We talk, read, train, drink. Nothing special, I guess. All pretty boring stuff if you think about it. But it's been helping me out in a way.
How so?
Oh, so are they sharing a room or something right now?
Hey, yo.
Oh, I mean, they are, but I mean, he needs to watch over him, so it would make sense.
Yeah. His words pique my interest, and I immediately lean closer to hear his response. He doesn't seem to notice or chooses to ignore my eagerness.
I don't really get it, but sometimes he'll say or do something and it does something to me. Why he smile like that?
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
hello. Hey
There's some
yo.
stuff that I
Hmm.
don't know of.
Hey yo, what you doing? I hope what you're sharing is a bunk bed. It's never anything special. It's never anything special or in particular, but sometimes the little things bring something to mind from our time working together. I mean,
So, mostly random and weird things, right? Vex lets
oh,
out a genuine laugh at my input, and it's hard to hide my excitement at the small, brief glimpse of the real Vex.
yes, you know us. What else do you expect? It's fine.
I laugh at the carelessness in his statement, a weird response to having your whole self taken away from you. And I'm not sure if this isn't all an act, but as long as he doesn't lose hope, I can't complain.
Wait, what he said? Okay.
Silence settles between us, and I catch Vex's eyes glazing over, staring at nothing.
Oh no.
Worry twists my insides, and the words leave me before I can even think better of it. Are you doing okay? Vex snaps his gaze to mine, eyebrows raised and eyes wide.
Me?
Yes, who else?
Dum dum. I'm sure. I'm okay.
No, you're not. Your brain was literally scrambled.
Yeah.
You don't have to pretend with me, Vex.
Lemon.
I sigh, hesitating before I speak again. There's something I need to ask you. He cocks his head at me, his expression grim. What are you going to do after Orion? You said you needed to go there for some reason. Are you planning on staying?
I have business to attend on the planet, yes. As for what I'll do after that, I don't particularly enjoy fighting against my own mind. Half the time. I suppose I'll need to find a way to take care of that.
You could come with us. Ryona would keep trying to help you if you'll let her. He frowns, and I swear I see something crumble inside him. Oh my god.
Why would you say that after everything I've done? I don't deserve to be here. I don't deserve any of it. Ayo.
Okay. Are you okay with me flirting with him, or would you rather I
Yeah,
hold off?
I'm
because
fine. I'm
you-
okay with it. We are two different individuals. We can play. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm still playing on my own, like off stream or whatever, to where it's just solely UX. So it's not like I'm never gonna experience it.
Yeah.
I'd like to hold his hand though.
All right. Okay. Let's go. Boop.
Without thinking, I reach over to the bed and grab his hand, wrapping my own around it.
Mm.
Vex looks at me with wide eyes, and I smile at him, trying to hide the sadness that seeing him suffer like this brings me.
Mm.
We don't say anything. I'm not even sure I'm breathing, as I expect him to pull his hand away from me at any second.
Yo.
But he doesn't. Instead, his whole face softens, the sharp lines on his features seeming almost gentle when he looks at me. It's a harsh reminder of the way he used to look at me whenever we were together in the past. A reminder of a young and pure seed of love implanted inside me, and that I've been terrified of ever since. I let out a soft gasp when Vex flips his hand over and holds my hand.
Ew.
Oh my god. I thought his touch is gentle, almost too gentle. His fingers tremble softly, and I can see the struggle in his eyes when he tries to touch me. It hurts. It hurts and it tears me apart. It makes me want to cry and jump into his arms. It makes me want to storm out of here and murder Sovek with my own two hands for what he did to Vex. It hurts, but it makes me happier than anything has in a long, long time. But it seems to hurt him too, and I can't take it. With a soft smile, I squeeze his hand once and pull away. Oh my god.
My heart.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The way you voice him. Oh, I mean, the way you narrate. I'm gonna cry, man.
The touch seems to spark something in him, and he takes a long, trembling breath and closes his eyes. When he opens them again, they're not as soft as they were a while I held his hand. But also not as hard as before we touched. Someone clears their throat nearby, and I startle a little, having almost forgotten there are others around. I wonder who it is. Okay,
oh, it's Rihanna. That's David.
Same wavelength. I'm sorry to interrupt, Vex. Can I take a few blood samples?
Sure thing.
I'll leave you to it. I should get some rest before tomorrow. See you then. Vex nods as I say my goodbyes and head back to my room, finally ready to get some sleep before we arrive on Orion.
Alright, I'm gonna take over.
You can voice from here now.
Yeah.
But God, that hurt my soul.
Yeah, my heart also hurt. Like, oh, the way you voice it, I tear up. It's like a double tear in my eye. Yeah,
I put my heart into that one.
Yeah, and then there's a kick me on the share. Who's using that share? Oh wait, is it Damon? No, probably not. Probably the pilot and. Wait, but why though? Why would Bash put kick me on the share?
So, I think. I'm just making random guesses. Okay, so I think the ones closest to the window, the one on the left might be Ayami's. And the one on the right may be a captain's.
And then the
captain. I think really far off to the side, you kind of see like a screen, like a black screen, like buttons. I think there's another chair there that I think Damon sits in.
Yeah.
I don't know who the one on like the left, the like far left is. It might be June, but that's just my guess.
Maybe who?
It seems like Ryona and Bash seem to stay in the.
Oh yeah.
Whatchamacallit? Their respective areas.
Yeah, this may be June because they got like shooting thingy, right? Maybe he can control the shooting thing. Okay.
Either that or it's our seat and that's the navigation spot. Who knows?
Oh yeah. Okay. I step onto the bridge the next morning. My muscles sore and aching from the quick training session I had managed to squeeze in after breakfast. Is it private? I'm sorry. Training had gone much the same as yesterday, but it gave me some more time to get used to the guns I'd be using on Orion, and June seemed pleased with my progress. Orion. The weight of the blaster currently strapped to a holster around my thigh feels strange, but I'm comfortable to know I have a way to protect myself. My knife sits in a holster. Can you say
holster?
Holster on my belt.
Holster.
Yeah, ready to be used in case of an emergency.
Or a cowboy with a knife.
Yes, a knife and a gun. Let's go. A cowboy with knife. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, the crew are waiting. Wait, no. Before, my thoughts are all jumble. I was gonna say we are a cowboy because we are under the cowboy himself wings. We are his pupil. Yeah,
True.
Joan is the space cowboy. Yay.
Should I start channeling my inner southern?
Yes. The crew are all waiting when I arrive. Even Vexx, who stands securely between Damon and Riona. Riona has mentioned she'd be doing some work on Vexx this morning, and I wonder if it went well. When I look at him, he seems to be doing okay. I can only hope that that's the case. Oh my god.
Now that everyone's here.
I don't know why I did that. Anyways, now that everyone's here, we've got a few things to go over before we land.
Kyle folds his arm over his chest as he looks at us all over. I don't miss the look of distaste he gives Vexx, but seeing how we need him to help us onto the planet safely, there's not much he can do about his presence.
I gotta take this seriously. I know I do. Damon, start us off with the plan.
Damon steps forward. There's no trace of amusement, nor sarcasm, no anything, but steady determination as he stares us down. I have more of an idea now why Cauldron trusted him. But
Are you okay?
sorry. Oh my god, I'm crying. With the rank of second in command. We've been in contact. Oh my god. We've been in contact with Alyssa and Sane, and have finalized a plan for how to use the explosive most effectively. There are always two locations we need to hit: the flying facility and the mine itself.
Oh my god.
Oh, he sound like a dog. We'll be splitting into two groups, Cal and Cariona, and I will take the mines. It'll be more effective with only the three of us. The rest of you will wait until we've triggered an evacuation, which will hit both locations at once, and June will lead you to the facility where you'll be placed in where you will place the explosives. Damon looks at June, who gives a swift nod in confirmation, though he's doing what he can do to help. The look on his face tells me that he's less than pleased with the idea. We'll need to detonate the explosive at both locations at the same time to avoid any unwanted attention in one particular place when we are making our escape. Cal and Aya will be on comms. The rest of you are there to watch each other's back. Are we clear on that? A collective murmur goes through the crew, though Damon's sharp eyes linger on Vexx, moving only when the other man gives a nod. We'll be going in during daylight, when the prisoners held at the facility will be working them in the mine. This way, evacuation will be smoother, meaning the prisoners don't get hurt in the process. After setting the timer on the bombs, get out of the building as fast as you can and meet back at the ship. There aren't enough of us to take on the entire K. Mary unit. so avoid the fight unless you have no other choice. According to Alyssa, she's made some new friends on this side of the system who will swoop in after we give them the signal. Once the Chimeri are vulnerable, they'll finish the rest of the bastards off and pick up the prisoners. He shoved his hands in the pocket of his coat, his familiar feline grin finally making up an appearance. Any question?
Yeah. What happens if shit goes south?
You die.
What?
Relax, I'm only kidding. Most of us have done shit like this 1,000 times already. Well, mostly me, but still. It's also why I'm putting you all in the facility team instead of the mines. It's considerably safer and easier to navigate, especially during the day. The place will be pretty much deserted when you break in, and you will be with someone who knows firsthand the layout of the place. Stick together and you'll be fine. I left you.
Why is it nocturnal? Did they mention somewhere that like Orionite deteriorates in the daylight or something?
What'd you say?
Why does the place seem to mostly operate at night? Did they mention somewhere that Orionite whatever deteriorates during the day?
I actually don't know too. Like maybe at the night, but like cause the daytime they're working in the mine, so they get the mine at night over to the lab.
Well, no, they said that the prisoners won't be in the mines.
Oh yeah, maybe that. Yeah. Okay. He stepped back again, and Codron takes his spot at the head of the group.
Well, thanks.
Okay. Both, I can say these names, I swear. Both Vexx and June have given us a detailed idea of what we might meet on the planet. We know that Zovek has his soldiers posted at both locations, but there's a chance that we might run into something worse.
He nodded at Vexx, who steps forward next. I'll give you a short of it, since we don't have the time to spare. Zovek is fusing the Orionite with soldiers from the guard, the ones who refuse to bend the knee to him. He's making a new breed of super soldiers. Last I heard, it wasn't going as well as he planned. The soldiers couldn't handle the Orionite. They were mutating in the worst kind of way, and more often than not, ended up dead. Only a few could survive it, and you better pray to whichever god tickles your fancy that we don't run into any of them today. My eyes instinctively go to June, watching the muscles clench in his tightened jaw. I feel sick just imagining what he has to put himself through today in order for us to pull this off.
Oh my god. Yes! These two boys, or men, whatever, these guys have gone through so much.
Yeah. And knowing what Sovak is doing to the
Sorry,
guard.
you were lagging for me. That's my bad.
Huh? Huh? What'd you
I'm
say?
sorry you were lagging for me. I'm sorry if I interrupted you.
Oh, okay. It's
You were lagging for me. I'm sorry if I interrupted you.
Oh no, it's fine. And knowing what Sovak is doing to the guard, people that Cauldron and Ayame likely used to know, make all of it so much worse. There's also, he's reprogrammed every VTB he could get his hands on, forcing them to fight for him. My heart drops in my chest, and Codron must have misread the look on my face because he turns to me and explained the term.
Vintage tactical robots.
I swallowed the lump in my throat and nodded solemnly. Yeah, I know what a VTB is. Nerissa's guard, her best friend. He was a reprogrammed VTB.
I love her too, perhaps?
Huh?
I said, was she in love with the robot too? Betty, it's just questions.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of guard and princess like love like tribe. Huh?
I think I have a type because I have two characters that's basically the dynamic too.
Yeah.
I think I have a favorite trope, Lemon.
Yeah, true. I forgot the word, but yeah. But like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of trope then. So there's gonna be Vexx and us, and there's gonna be Nerissa and the robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could. It maybe. Like, they are close, right?
Yeah.
A pang of sorrow hits me when I think of KYL3. I don't know what become of him after Sovak's attack, but with Nerissa gone, I've no doubt that he went down trying to protect her. Oh, yeah. Yet another person needlessly lost. What if Kay is among the VTBs forced to fight for Sovak? I can't bear to think of it. I can't stop myself from glancing at Vexx. He was friends with both of them, my sister and Kay. Or at least I thought he was. The look he gives me in return is indecipherable. If you run into either of them, the Orion Knight Soldiers or VTBs, my best advice is to run. There's no hope of taking them out with the numbers we have. Maybe June and Damon knows a way to put one of them down swiftly, but if they have to worry about protecting anyone else, it'd be an impossible task. I think you underestimate us, buddy.
Do as he says. You see one of these things, and you get the hell out of there. Our objective is to place the explosives and bring the place down. Anyone who wants to go and be a hero can save it for another day. Thank you, Captain.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. I'd
We
really
all-
rather not have a random death.
Yeah, true. So, yeah, he got sense. It's really nice. Okay. We all agree. And I trace a hand over my blaster, hoping I won't have to use it today. Oh, you will.
Ayami, how are we looking? Good to go. Just as soon as Red here is ready to get us through some serious security.
Codron waves a hand toward the co-pilot seat and look at Vexx.
Chair's all yours. Don't screw us over or it'll be lights out for you before your feet even hit the ground.
Oh, now he gonna sit on the kick me chair. Wait, no, actually, I think the kick me chair is for Ayame because Bash and Ayame are like close together. So like maybe they tease each other because who would dare to the kick me and like I mean they do whatever. We just have to
They're all basically family and close and stuff, so.
Yeah. Okay. Vexx huffs a lot as he heads for Cal's usual seat and drops down into it, spinning the chair around.
Same.
Me too. You threaten everyone like that, big guy? Most of the time he's worse. If anything, I'd say he was being nice.
Enough already. Damon, stay up here with the two of them and keep an eye on things. The rest of you follow me to the cargo hold. We'll strap down there.
What about me?
You should stay here.
Oh,
Take
sorry.
that chair.
Sorry.
Take that chair there and be quiet. Personally, I prefer you stayed in the docks, but it'd be easier for a ship this size to blend in if there's 4 crewmen on the bridge. Her face isn't plastered on any wanted posters like the rest of us.
You mean Damon isn't?
Damon's in better graces with Zovac than most of us. But enough chit-chat. We're about to breach through the security perimeter. Stay safe. Stay safe, stowaway.
But won't they know the ship though? Like,
I know.
yeah,
Isn't it, like,
it's still.
Andromeda Six on the outside or whatever. And also, isn't Ayami piloting?
Yeah, I don't I don't understand.
Whatever.
Yeah. With a nod, the captain walks away, and I rush to take my assigned seat. Damon sits with a remarkable calm in his usual seat, even yawning while he watches Aya and Vexx, Aya and Vexx talking in front of us. I can't ignore the jitters I feel the closer we get to Orion, but with a deep breath, I force myself to focus. If I look nervous, we're sure to fail the inspection, and I won't accept that. I say that?
This is a notice to inform you you're about to breach Orion airspace. Identify yourself and your objective.
Why are you so good with doing things?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just talked to my hand.
Yeah. A metallic voice rings through the comms, and I can hear Ayami takes a deep breath before pressing the button and responding.
This is the ATT Cruiser 906 requesting permission to land. We were hired to transport one of your own.
This is Agent Seraph, ID number 7004C. I lost contact with my vessel in Terranium, and I had to secure external transportation.
Quick question. Should I still talk to my hand or should I just talk normally?
Depends, whatever you want.
I know, but I just didn't know if it was hard to understand me with the hand.
No, I can hear you.
Please hold while we check.
Move it along, mess. I've got all day to wait around for you to do your job. Vexx growls into the comms. That has Damon chuckling a bit, but Aya merely rolls her eyes, fighting the smile that tugs at her lips. Me, on the other hand, am terrified by that. We're trying to get in and he acts like that? Good God.
I mean, it worked.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Apologies, sir. It'll be just a moment.
Well, the comms dude is really submissive.
Never mind. I won't say it.
I mean, I will say it. Vexx is quite a dominant guy. Now that's more like it. Damon openly laughs at that, while I stare wide-eyed at the scene, trying to grasp what just happened. Is that Little Mess? That scrawny, bald bastard who couldn't even open a bottle of beer? And the one and only. He's gotten a bit taller, though, and he's not half bad at his job. But it's fun to scare him sometimes. Ah, the good old days. Shame we're here to make his life a living hell. But oh well, at least he's not stationed on the facility. What? Hesitant to kill an old friend? Are we talking about me or you, Vexy? Oh my god. Do you need... No, Vexy. Do you need to remind you how you...
Agent sir, your ship has been granted permission to land. We just need to know the ETA to leave the premises. We need to perform a basic checkup once we land. There was an odd noise in our
I can't help you with that too.
tertiary
Tertiary?
tertiary cooling piston. I'd like to get it cleared up before leaving. Arrangements at the specialized facility have already been made, and I expect it would last no longer than 0800 hours.
What does that mean? Oh wait, okay. Just let my new friends patch this junk before leaving mess.
Not a problem. Please refrain from staying over said time. I can give you a little leeway because you're with Agent Seraph, but I can't make any promises on your behalf of the other teams.
Good enough for me, Baldy. I'll be sure to buy you a beer next time we meet. I promise.
I appreciate the assistance. We'll be landing now. ETA to reach atmosphere is 15 minutes.
Roger. ATT Cruiser. Oh wait, no, that's your line. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
You read it.
Roger. A-TT Cruiser 906 is cleared now. And it's good to have you back, sir.
Aww. And just like that, we're cleared. Aya tells us all to buckle up and leads us straight toward Orion. It's hard to believe we actually made it. Even less so when I see all the destroyers, frigates, and battleships spread out Orion's atmosphere. The sight makes me shivers, and I close my eyes tight to calm myself while we land. This was the only way. The first step. The worst is yet to come. Yet to come. Oh my god. Ooh, look at the scenery outside. As soon as we landed, I hurried off to my room to drop off my jacket. It was remarkably warmer than we expected, and it'd be a hindrance dress to walk around with useless extra weight.
Is that an I Heart Cursa mug?
Where?
In the corner on the bookshelf.
I can't.
It's CUR and something, so I'm assuming it's Cursa.
Oh, it's a cup. I was looking at pictures. Yeah, I think it is.
No.
Yeah, Cursa. And this is Saint Alyssa. Lizzie? Oh, spoilers. Okay. Lizzie. Okay. I don't feel overly confident on my skills to get us through this mission, but I trust the crew. We will make it work. As I make my way to the door to hurry outside, I stop for a moment and look out my window. The forest we've landed on is stunning. It's like something straight out of a book, and it's hard to force myself to walk away from it. With a sigh, I straighten my back and walk away, hurrying as I make my way through the ship to join the crew. The forest around us might be pretty, but our goal is the very opposite of that. It's a prospect that fills me with dread, but I can't afford to dwell on. When I reach the corridors leading to the docks, I spot Bash waving at me from the door leading downstairs before he turns and disappears through it. I quickly make my way after him, stopping at the top of the stairs to double check all the weapons strapped to me. I pull my blaster out of the holster and note the gun is set to stun. Leave and stun.
Alright.
Are you gonna set it to kill?
We can set it to stun.
Okay. I was scared of shooting our crew. Yeah. Satisfied with it, like that, I shove it back to its holster. Just because I might get into a fight doesn't mean I fancy risking taking a life with my own hands. Some lines shouldn't be crossed. It's not like we're gonna see Sovak or anything, but yeah. Once,
Incredibly.
yeah. Once I'm sure everything is fine, I rush downstairs, barely noticing the dogs as I make my way outside, and set foot on for the first time on Orion. We've landed. Ooh. Makes me think of Genshin Impact. Like the big robots thingy.
Oh my god,
like,
the desert.
Yeah. I mean, Sumeru also got, like...
Yeah, the greenery area.
Yeah. Ooh, and the music!
I can't hear the music.
Oh.
My stream volume is too quiet. It's fine.
Okay. Okay, before... what'd you say?
The volume is a choice I made. I have it down so I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let me turn it down, too. Because it seems a bit too loud. But I was going to say, I didn't remember it to be that long. Like, the ship part. Right now, it's turning 2 hours. So, do you want to finish this episode?
It'll be fine. I'll let you know when I start getting...
Okay.
Too.
Alright. Okay, let's go. Continue then. Alright, yay! All the way! Finish this episode! Yes.
I ain't no chicken.
Huh? What shit? Huh?
I ain't no wuss.
Oh, we know chicken. I was wondering what. I was wondering what chicken. Like, I just remember. Oh, chicken. Okay. That's a dog.
No, it's not. I know what I'm doing. It's fine.
A warm, gentle breeze strokes me when I step outside, and I'm stunned when I look around. Oh my god, I want to jump down and go for a swim. We're in a dense but soothing forest, right next to a stream with the waterfall visible in the near distance. Its sound, coupled with the chirping birds, bring about a peaceful feeling. Even thought I'm as tense as I've ever I'm as tense as I've ever been. Warm sunlight peeks through the trees, casting a soft yellow glows around us. There are weird, round, and curious runes strewn about, all broken and oh my god, deteriorating. Okay, yet all still distressingly beautiful. I have so many questions, all maddening urge to go off exploring every inch of this place. My Minecraft spirit.
Killing you.
Yeah. Yeah, look good. It's a shame we can't afford the luxury now. Alright, listen up. The facility is just behind this grove of trees. But there are no guards or security systems in place here. Okay. There is, however, a patrol team that sweeps by every hour. So we have to hurry because we're on the clock. Vexx doesn't speak too loudly, but his voice seems to echo around the clearing we're at, and we all nod at him. It's too late to question our trust in him. We either follow his lead or we're doomed. He got his rifle. Huh? He got his rifle. Oh, it's fine. He got his rifle safely strapped on his back now. It's weird to see him armed again after all these days he spent with us, yet to seem to be a part of him. I was surprised Cal was fine with Vexx coming with us while armed, but I think we can't afford to dismiss the help just to be on the safe side. Still, I don't think Vexx has any intentions to betray us now. He can get his mind controlling thingy.
Again.
Oh. Yeah, his mind controlling thing is kind of scary because we can't really predict it. But In complete silence, and moving as a solid unit, we run toward the edge of the forest. My heart hammers in my chest, and my palms feel sweaty, but I push my nerves away. This isn't time for doubt and hesitation. This is time for action. Yes. Soon enough. Slay, yes. Soon enough, we reach our destination. We stop just on the edge of the tree line, and my shin drops when I see the massive building that looms in front of us. It's large, at least 5 stories tall, and who knows how many underground floors. The walls are stark white, and it has wide mirrored glass windows spread all over its geometrical architecture. It's beautiful. So beautiful, it's terrifying, and I immediately hate it.
You and me are not the same.
Yeah.
I know this place is horrible, but I can appreciate aesthetics without hating it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I used...
It's so beautiful. It doesn't deserve to be such a horrifying place, but I don't know. I'll shut up.
No, it's fine. But like, I agree though. It's beautiful, but it sucks that it's a bad place. Like, right? But like, yeah, I'm someone who appreciates architectures. Yep. We're what? Why that? That scared me.
Jump scare.
Okay.
Like the pig.
Oh, okay. We're going in. The alarm will go off in 15 minutes after we get in. So stay sharp, because the patrol team will make their rounds in exactly 17 minutes.
Which means there isn't 1 second to waste. Don't let your guards down. Good luck, everyone.
Hello, how you shift your voice so fast.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a skill I've honed.
Yes. We all nod, and me and the rest of the crew sit tight, watching while the tree I can. The three of
Trees.
them.
Trees.
There are too many trees. I'm confused now. Watching while the 3 of them rush toward the side entrance that I'm assuming leads to the mines. The minutes fly by, but none of us utters a single word. The tension around us thick enough I could taste it. The time to go is fast approaching, and we don't have a second to waste. Sooner than I expected, June signals us, and we all rush after him into the building. The fear of being caught prickles the back of my neck, but I ignore it and press on. Oh. We go inside through a different door than the captain and the others went through. And what meets us is as far from the scenery of a mine as possible. The facility already looked massive on the outside, but on the inside it's even more imposing. Oh, okay. It has tall walls. What? The back room? Oh my god, wait. At first when I saw this... No, it's fine. Yeah, at first when I saw this, I thought there was like one room, hallway, 1 floor. But now I notice that it's 4 floor or something, and then there's 3 like walkway. The building is really open. Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, they can see our every move with the glass all around. But yeah, it has tall walls, and it seems to be divided into several blocks, all connected through overhanging bridges surrounded by glass walls. The whole place is in a sickening off-white color, with harsh white glass casting eerie shadows all around us. I just got in and I can't wait to leave. I say a silent prayer that everything goes well and we manage to get out of here sooner rather than later. but I'm not sure how effective this will turn out to be. A huge hollow sphere takes over the center of the lobby, and we step closer to check it out. Oh, he's so angry.
This is a map of the facility. Apparently, it's still the exact same as it used to be. You don't need to waste any time with it. It's this way.
I want to hug you so badly.
Ow.
I'm impressed with the sheer level of detail on this hollow sphere map, but even more impressed by the fact that June doesn't seem to need it in the least. Nobody questions him, and we all quickly follow his lead. The facility is completely empty. The evacuation alarm must have worked, thankfully, so we're able to move without any concerns. Soon enough, June has led us into two locations, on the first and second floor, where Bash and Aya sets up the bombs near central columns. From what they explained to me, as long as we take the key structure out, the whole building will follow suit, unable to support its own weight without those structures. That's bad designing then.
It really is, but at the same time it makes sense. Like, how else is it supposed to hold itself up?
Yeah. We're making our way to the third floor, with not a single word uttered without need. I've caught Vexx checking out random rooms while we make our way over, and while it did look suspicious, he's made nothing to indicate he's about to run or turn on us. It's almost as if he's searching for something, and I don't think he'll rest until he finds it.
Surely he's not like...
Yeah, it's kind of...
Surely they didn't turn, like, Orion Knight into, like, a drug or anything, and, like, he's obsessed with it. And he needs to get his fix.
That's bad.
Surely not. I don't believe it. I'm overthinking.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it's addictive. I don't think it's addictive.
No, I know. But if they made it into like a substance that would be, I feel like that'd be bad.
But like, even then, like sometimes when it's bad for you, and then you feel good, you feel the sense of power, maybe, then it could be addictive. Yeah, scary.
I'm sure it's not that. We're fine.
Yep. Okay. We turn a sharp corner and enter a completely empty corridor. There are no ornaments, no signs to indicate what the rooms here are. There's nothing. We still have 3 bombs to plant. I think we're making good time. I can only hope the team in the mines is having as smooth a job we are. Still, something feels off with the corridor. My body tenses more and more the farther in we go, and I can see June's knuckles whitening as she tightens the grip on his guns. Oh no. Just wanna hold his hand. Like, nah.
It's in here. The old labs are through here. They should still be deactivated after all these years, so it should be as simple as planting a bomb in an empty room.
With a determined, if not angry, look in his eyes, June locks his jaw and pushes open the pair of doors. The moment he sees the inside of the room, his face goes blank, and he leaves us behind, walking into the room as if he'd been put under a spell.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We step through the set of doors. June enters and find ourselves in what can only be described as the most horrifying place I've ever seen. A variety of cables come out of the ceiling and floor, with countless machines and research papers strewn around. Green lighting adds to the eerie feeling of the room, and it's scarily silent. It's almost as if life itself has been sucked out of this room, as if death swept this place up and walked away, leaving only ghosts chained by pain and misery in its wake. This is a mad scientist's lair, a place that most likely given birth to so many nightmares that it makes my knees tremble from merely thinking of it. I hear the others gasping and taking sharp breaths at the side as just as I do. It's an unsettling room, no matter who you are or where you're from. Oh my gosh. Slowly, with hesitant steps, I approach one of the large cylinders that's connected to countless cables. It's foggy and it's hard to make out what's inside, or if there's even anything in the clean fluid. A low, weird growl comes from inside when I step closer, and I immediately retreat, my heart hammering in my chest at what I see inside, at what I see everywhere. There's a person in there. Or what used to be a person, I think. Its limbs are too long, its muscles too stretched, and its face is completely covered by a large metal mask with a tube connected to the top of the cylinder. And they are everywhere. Every cylinder has someone inside. The room further in has countless of these creatures behind the glass windows, faceless, shapeless, creatures deformed and deprived from all humanity. It's hard to breathe. It's hard to think in here. My ears ring lightly and my breathing gets labored. I'm on the verge of panic attack. I can feel it, but just as I'm about to lose it, my companion's voice drags me back to reality, and I struggle to focus whatever it is they're talking about. Your turn.
You okay?
June, you should wait by the door with Vexx. Hey, oh no!
Shut up.
Bash and Ayame widen their eyes at the tone in June's voice. My panic long gone when I see the contorted look on his face. Even Vexx by the door has a serious look on his face, his hand hovering near the panel to open and run if need be.
This place shouldn't exist. This place should have died with him.
What are you talking about, June? June punches the monitor on the desk closest to him, smashing the screens as if it was made out of a thin layer of fragile glass, and he doesn't look at me when he replies, his eyes fixed in the cylinder spread around the room. He's so angry. I can't tell if his eyes are gray or green anymore. I can see Ayame and Bash taking a careful step back.
This whole place, this disgusting torture room, I destroyed it. I tore it to fucking shreds all those years ago. I killed all of them with my bare hands. How dare they rebuild it? How the fuck did they know how to replicate the procedure? How dare they?
June is trembling. His whole body is tense, and the rage in his voice is palpable. He's not even speaking to me, but it makes the hair on the back of my neck raise regardless. He tears his hand out of the smashed monitor, his knuckles cut and bleeding of blood. That's green? No, it's red, but it glows faintly in a green color, almost as if it's alive. Could it be that he'd been experimented on it so much his whole body is different than ours?
Didn't he say this?
Huh?
Didn't he say that's what happened?
He did say that, but I guess we were shocked that it changes him so much that his blood turns green, like faintly green.
Yeah, no, I know, but I was just thinking back when he gave his speech, it was like he talked about how, not directly what he said, but like basically he mentioned how his whole body basically changed, like became poisoned.
Yeah.
But
But
I thought that was kind of implied, but maybe I'm delusional.
no. Maybe because they make it so like the one who didn't know his stories and stuff are like, yeah, I like kind of, yeah, and stuff. What if
The
like,
ones who speed.
yeah, the one who like didn't care for June, maybe like they want to like listen to other people's stories, but can you narrate for a second? I'll be right back.
Sure.
I'll be here, but yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Mumbling to himself, he shuffles through a stack of folders on the desk, flipping through them like a madman in search of something, stopping and tearing a page out of one of the folders, a murderous look on his face. Mother. Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
I ask under a breath, unsure of what I've heard. It couldn't possibly mean.
Yo.
So that survived. With a dark chuckle, he pushes the stack of folders to the floor. His eyes are entirely glazed over with a green fog now, and I'm not sure June's still aware of our presence here with them. Nothing I can't fix.
Hey, yo, no. Can I continue to narrate? Oh, okay, never mind. You continue to narrate. Continue to do. Wait, yeah, I'm texting. Sorry, my family.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Dude, this is not funny. We gotta plant a bomb in this room and at least 3 other places on this floor, and we gotta do it now. June, please. These bastards think they can use people as their guinea pigs. They think it's all justifiable as long as it's for the greater good. Yes, they're right. They're right, because this is exactly why I'm going to murder every single thing in this room. Oh my god, June.
Okay, I can continue to narrate.
One monster walking around is enough. I don't need any company from the defected freaks in this fucking lab.
June's fists are clenched on his sides. His body seems bigger somehow. His muscle more pronounced. His shoulders tense and hunched forward. But it's not that catches my eye. It's the green. The gray in his eyes has been completely overtaken by a bright, sickening green. The veins in his body glow, trailing a blazing green map over his skin. And when he turns his head to the side, glaring and growling as he approaches the closest glass cylinder, I can see a sharp fang poking out among his teeth. I can't tell if he's always had a sharper canine, or if it's yet another byproduct of the horrors he went through when he was younger. With a loud scream, June attacks the cylinder. His guns remain in the holsters, though, and they seem like a child's toy when I see the vicious damage his fists cause the thick glass in the cylinder. Bash curses behind us, and Ayame lets out a low whimper. Vexx stood by the door, gesturing for us to get out. It seemed like the logical thing to do. Sure, we didn't manage to plant a bomb here, but something tells me this place won't have a single wall left standing once June is done with it. But still, is it right to leave him here?
What I sent you.
Okay, wait. Okay, can we save one sec? Okay, oh, my Discord. Nixie!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She sent me the Hulk! Oh my god.
It felt fitting. I'm sorry, the description given. I couldn't.
It's fine. What should we do?
Um,
Get out.
I don't. Okay, the thing is, I don't want us to be accidentally hurt and him feel guiltily hurt.
Yeah.
But I also want to comfort him, you know?
I know. But like, okay, in my opinion, like, I know his past, but like, we are planning a bomb in here, so I don't see the need he have to do that. Yeah.
Good luck in there, bud.
But like, okay, fine. Okay, he spare us a bomb, right? We can place that somewhere else. Thank you, June. But like, don't be hurt, please.
This poor man.
Yeah, I feel so bad for him. So, what should we do?
Flip a coin. And if we don't like how it's going, we go back and do the other one.
No, cause like I know the results of these two, cause I remember it so clear as day.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Okay, so I'll show you this one first, and then we go back to go this one. Yeah. See.
This thing I've ever done. That is not right.
Yeah. This might be the stupidest thing I've ever done, but I wouldn't be able to sleep if I didn't at least try to help him. I take a step forward as June pulls off the cable that was linked to the mask on the creature's face. June, we have to go. I let my voice drift off as I take another step closer. I'm careful not to startle him, but I can't let him go. I have to do something. Anything. June, please listen to me. Okay. I reach out to touch his shoulder, but a strong hand pulls me back and cuts me off. Literally the worst possible decision of your life, Lemon. Yeah. Bash whispers behind me, and a wave of dread watches me when June tears the cylinder apart, dropping the creature's broken body on the floor. Ugh, it's still twitching, almost if it is still gasping for air in a desperate and final attempt to survive. Until June growls and steps on its head, squashing it as if it had the density of an orange. Also, you sent me another haul. Aw, it's us trying to reach him, right? Okay.
Sun's getting low.
Yeah. A gas escaped me at the sight, and I cover my mouth with my hand in an attempt to muffle the sound. But it's too late. Ah! I'm sorry. I turned into Elmo.
You shouldn't be simping over a man who is literally having the worst possible time of his life.
I know, but he's so hot. June. Oh my god. The green veins spread over. Wait, is it the same? But wait, let's see. Okay, maybe it's the same. So wait, go back. Get out now.
Don't die.
Yeah, I don't blame June for being furious at the facility, knowing that he too probably went through something similar to this is enough to make me sick in my stomach. But still, it doesn't sound like a good idea to try and get through to him now. He's too far gone in his rage, and we don't have the time to spare. Besides, I really want to die as a side effect here. Carefully, I take a step back, making my way toward the doors with the other. In a swift motion. Okay, so it's the same, right? See? Wait, no. Okay. June looks over his shoulder at us, holding his head with his clean hand. He's so hot. The green veins had spread over his face, making the bright green in his eyes all the more pronounced. But more than that, there's a murderous look on his face, pure and unabashed rage stretches at his features, and I can't fight the chill that sight brings me.
Get her out of here. I should say this more angry, but I can't muster it up. I'm sorry.
How would you say?
I said, I know I should sound more angry, but I can't
No,
muster it
it's
up for some
fine.
reason.
It's fine, it's fine.
Go and place the other bombs. I'll meet you soon. But you're... I'm fine, Aya. This is what I really am. I'm only sorry you all had to be here to see this.
No. Yeah, I'm fine with you, June. My heart aches at the shame etched in his voice. But there's something I can do to help. There's nothing I can do to help. There's nothing any of us can do. I get it now. This is something he has to deal with himself. Else you won't ever get the closure he needs. There's so many things I want to ask him. So much I want to know, but we can do this later.
Don't worry about this room. I've got a bomb with me, and there won't be anything left standing here before I plant it.
Banj gave him a sharp nod and pulled me out of the room in a rush, with a Yame hot on our heels.
Where'd Vexx go?
Oh, maybe he's at the door. He's already at the door, maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, but one sec though. Seeing June like that was certainly not what I expected, and I'm sure Ayame and Bash were just as shocked. If the look on their faces as they guide toward the next bomb location is any indicator. Vexx is probably just as shocked, but when I turn to check up on him, I catch him sneaking away through a side door with a determined look on his face. I really shouldn't do it. I sigh, slowing my steps enough so Yami and Bash won't hear me sneak away as well, and I follow Vexx through the same door he went.
She just like me for real.
The whole thing with June is still haunting me, but I push those thoughts away. I can hear the sound of metal being wrecked in the distance, and I can only hope he'll catch up to the others soon. But right now, I have a runaway to worry about. Trailing him through the facility, I take care to stay far enough behind him that he won't notice my presence. He keeps up the pace as swift as the sniper he is. Does he even know where he's going? This might have something to do with the business he mentioned he had here, or it could be more sinister than all that. When I turned the next corner, I lost sight of him. Shoot. I keep going in the one direction, hoping I find a clue in one of the deserted corridors, but all of them looked exactly the same. I'm just about to give up completely and try to find my way back to the others, when I stumble around the next corridor and I see it. A door, an enormous cylindrical door, and it's standing half open. I creep toward it cautiously, my senses on high alert. There are no sounds, nothing but eerie silence. The air grows thicker the closer I get into that foreboding door. Slipping through the entrance, I find a set of grated metal stairs leading down as far as I can see.
Do we have time to climb stairs? I guess we do.
Do we have what?
Do we have time to climb downstairs?
I guess we do. But yeah, I stepped down into the darkness. Let's just drop down like Lil Nas X. Like find a pole and
We're strippers now.
Yes, drop down with styles, and when we go to the bottom, like just do a little split to impress Vexx, you know.
Pole dancing. Your secret talent.
Yes, we learned from Ayame. Yeah. I stepped down into the darkness, my heart beating beneath my chest like the wings of a tiny hummingbird. I don't see Vexx, and I don't hear anything besides the rush of my blood in my ears. Why did I follow him? The last time I did, it didn't end well. And I still find myself here. If this is a trap, I can't say I don't deserve it. Oh,
True.
this place looks so detailed and bright. And I like it. It looks so sharp. Like sharpened stuff. Okay.
There's a vault. Is that where the money is?
Oh, maybe it's a cell, right? Maybe it's a
That
cell.
is a heavy duty cell.
Yeah.
What are they containing?
It looked really weird too. Like, why do you have the need to make it like?
Looks like an eye.
cylinder? Yeah, a big door, and yeah, maybe that's the door. No, and like, why you have? Maybe it's for the guards, like near the middle way.
Maybe.
When I emerged from the stairs, letting my eyes adjust to the lack of light, I hit a ramp that goes down further still. The cavernous, cylindrical room engulfs me on all sides, dark, steely, and utterly hopeless in its appearance. Rows upon rows of heavy steel doors leave no doubt as to what this place is. A prison. I tiptoe toward the closest cell, using the fluorescent light above the door to peer into the darkness. Empty. Creeping to the next one, I find the same thing again and again. These cells are all empty, which means that the prisoners, as we expected, will be in the mines. I can only pray that each and every one of them was evacuated during the alarm.
Ark.
It's an arc.
So half-hearted.
It's fine. A growl and then a thump echoes through space and rebels off the metal walls. My heart picks up the speed as I follow the sounds, my hands tightening around my blaster. It's only when I've cleared the catwalk and see the flash of a computer monitor that my pulse starts to slow. Vexx? Okay, now you take over there, narrating.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I squint through the dim light, finding him tapping away at a panel on the wall frantically.
Oh, is it an arc for Vexx? Where are they? Where are they?
Vexx, what's going on? Ooh, where's Greg?
On the side.
The scent of rust and stale air hangs in my nose. Compared to the rest of the facility, the prison is dark, dingy, and unkempt. My heart goes out to the poor souls who have been forced to live here.
God damn it.
Rex growls through the darkness, frantically sweeping through the screen after screen. I've never seen him so distraught. And then he stops, his finger poised over the monitor.
No.
With a deafening crack, he puts his fist to the screen, a monitor flickering for a few seconds before going black.
Our dudes are really hard to save. Look at them punching screens.
Oh my god. Are we the same person in two different fonts?
Yes.
He keeps his hand embedded in the glass as his head falls against the wall, his shoulders moving up and down when he takes big, shuddering breaths. And then he pulls his fist back again, before launching it at the already broken screen, again and again, until the glass is nothing but splinters in his hands, and his hand drips blood over the grates beneath us. Stop!
Okay.
I launch myself forward right as he buries his face in his hands and screams, the sound echoing sharply through the cavernous space. He drops to his knees, head bowed and fist clenched tight. I put a hand on his shoulder and try one last time to get through to him. What happened? Oh my god! fine. He chokes on a breath before he answers, his voice filled with emotion.
Okay, before you say anything, before I narrate, just want to say. Wait, I actually forgot what I want to say, but I forgot. Yeah, what's 1 second. Um, um, I forgot what I want to say. Yeah, I forgot what I want to say. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's
He's an orphan too!
my parents. Yeah, see, look at them. Oh my god, they're dead. No.
Oh my god. What's with all the orphans on this ship?
Yeah. They just died though. So
My parents did too. Does
yeah.
that make any more of a difference?
I mean, it don't. So yeah.
Anyways.
Life is hard.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
He manages to grit the words out through his gasps of pain.
Sovak lied to me all this time.
Wow, what a shock. Comfort him.
Wow, what a shock.
I drop down to his levels, my fingers moving over his back to comfort him.
Oh, I remembered what I was trying to say. I was thinking of, it's kind of bad to leave your DNAs all over the place. Like June's DNA is in the lab, and then now his DNA is in the prison. So yeah.
I know. The fingerprints, just
The blood.
the hair.
Yeah.
It's all.
But it's fine. They are angry. Yeah, you know, their past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I understand why he wanted to come here. His parents must have been in this prison, and he was hoping to find them. My heart clenches uncomfortably. I know what it's like to lose your family, and it seems that now that Vexx does too. You probably hit him harder. His parents were probably nicer.
Yeah.
A few long moments pass before he calms his breathing long enough to look at me.
I'm so sorry, Lemon. There's one thing I haven't told you.
An ominous chill runs down my spine, and I find myself backing up out of instinct. I get the feeling I'm not going to like whatever he says next. What is it?
Oh no.
He clenches his teeth, fighting against himself.
It was me. It was me.
No. No.
What do you know?
What are you talking about? My chest clenches, every muscle in my body tensing up. Whatever Vexx is trying to tell me is causing him so much pain he can barely speak. He takes in a few trembling breaths before he faces me, tears streaming down his face.
Oh wait, I forgot about the heart. Sorry. I remember. I left the palace so I could stop him, Sovak. I couldn't let him hurt you or KYL3 or...
He growls and chokes on a sob, his eyes squeezing out tears when they shut tight against whatever he's feeling.
No, Nixie. I told him my mission was a failure, that there was no easy way into the palace or past its extensive security.
Oh my god.
I was stupid, an absolute fool. He knew I was lying from the second I opened my mouth, but I was desperate.
So that's where you went when you left? You weren't returning to Sovak. You were trying to stop him from attacking us? But I don't understand. The attack happened anyway. Ryona mentioned you'd been put through some sort of procedure. Vexx nods, his usual bright eyes going dark.
The doctor. That's the only name I've ever heard them call him. He's a madman from Cursa. He experiments with shit that best left alone. There was nothing I could do when Sovat gave the order. He knew I was hiding something, and I was never going to talk. Oh my god. Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. He grits his teeth tight, the muscles in his jaw feathering with his emotions.
The procedure they performed on me was a wiping of temporal lobe. He forced me to have everything taken away. What I felt for you was gone, and I told him everything. Oh no. Oh my god. Nixie.
He takes in another breath, composing himself well enough to explain.
I told him about Nerissa, what she was planning, how I was working with her against Solvac to strip King Fenris from his throne. She would have done it too. She had allies. She has
A flash of something savage, something strange watches over him. I know he's struggling against himself. I step closer and speak quietly, urging him on. What happened to my sister's plans?
Solvac was forced to strike first. As soon as he learned what Nerissa was planning, he wrote everything he had to take them, all of you, out. No, I cried again.
He bows his head towards the grate, overcome with grief.
I told her she had my royalty, and I meant it. I asked her to trust me, and when she did, I betrayed her.
But you didn't do it willingly. Zovac forced you into telling him what she was doing. Before that, you really were on our side? He nods, but something still pains him.
As I got closer to you and became friends with Nerissa, I knew there was a better way to bring stability to the system.
That's why you were working with Zovac in the first place? For his vision of the system?
Not entirely. I did it for my parents. When I was 14, they were brought here to this prison. They ran a small tech repair shop in the Silver District, and when their taxes became too much to keep up with, they were sentenced to a life working the Orion night mines.
A life? My god!
Yeah. I was recruited to the Chimeri under the presence that we would save them. All of them. King Fenris sent good people, innocent people, to suffer in those mines for the smallest of infractions. Something had to be done to stop him, and the Chimeri had planned to do it. But Nerissa, I knew she was better for the people, that she would be a fair ruler. So I switched sides, knowing that once she was queen, she would help me find my parents, and that she'd give the people of Silota the life they deserve. Your father was never going to be harmed. Nerissa would have had him abdicate the throne by amassing a force against him. But she needed more time to set the pieces in place. Solvac was close to striking, so I left to buy her that time. She had no idea what I was doing.
Zovac nuked Nerissa's chessboard.
Yeah, he flipped the table. Everything's gone. Yeah. God.
My mind swirls with confusion, roars and roils against everything I thought I knew. How did I not see what Nerissa was planning? But Nerissa hated our father. Why would she bother with abdication when she could have just killed him?
She may have hated him in theory, but she cared about him too much to see him harmed. And besides, what kind of a standard would that have set for her reign?
So true.
Yep.
I can't explain why, but I almost feel betrayed by my own sister. I don't.
Yeah.
Girl, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why had she kept this from me? Why didn't she let me help? What could we have done? We were trapped in the southern wing.
Yeah.
I'm
think
not
maybe
trapped,
our main
but I'm
character
ordered.
have like the hero syndrome. Like, I want to save everyone. I want to make everyone normal, like perfect, quote unquote, like thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yep.
The one thing I know for sure was that Vexx had been trying to help us both. I think I understand now what happened, why you left. Vexx, you can't blame yourself for that. Not when Zovak did something so vile and intrusive to force you to talk. His face shatters, 1,000 daggers of emotion striking him all at once.
There's more. But wait, there's more. Oh my god. Are
My
you
heart
alright?
drops in my chest, my throat tightening, dreading that look in his eyes. What more could there be? Vex squeezes his eyes closed, as though ashamed of what he's about to say, his hands trembling at his sides.
I fought against my own brain for the second they wiped it. Fought so hard it was tearing me apart from the inside.
Oh my god.
When I was drowning in the mind that wasn't my own, all I could think of was getting back to you, of warning you.
Oh my god.
Tonight when Sovak and the Chimeri would storm the palace, I was giving the instructions of my own.
Vex breaks down again, and when he drops his head, tears stream from the tip of his nose. His hands shake so badly they rattle the grate beneath them.
I tried to stop myself. I would have put a bullet in my own head before carrying out those orders, but the more I fought against it, the harder it was to stay lucid. The ballroom was chaos. I don't think Sovak expected so many people to fight back, as deluded as he was about his own hero complex. I couldn't find you. You weren't at the wedding, like I had expected. But
He chokes on a sob, his fingers running through his hair and gripping so hard, I half expect the strands to tear out completely.
Nerissa was there, and before I knew what was happening, the sound of my own gun was ringing through my ears.
The world falls down around me, and my eyes go wide, firmly fixed on the broken man in front of me. No, you can't.
Oh my god.
I struggle with the words as my chest caves in and my mouth goes dry. I don't want to hear anymore. I can't hear anymore. But he keeps going.
She was in my arms, and the blood, there was so much blood. It was all over me, soaked through my skin.
Stop. Stop.
I killed her. I killed Nerissa. Oh my god, stop.
Pain rings through my ears. boils the blood in my veins. I lean against the railing to steady myself before I fall. This can't be true. It can't. It can't. It can't. Nerissa.
I killed her, and the pain was overwhelming. I couldn't stand the guilt of knowing that I'd done what I'd done, so I gave in to the shadows of my mind. I let them consume me, and then I knew nothing of my own self until I saw you on Terranium.
The rush of my own blood thunders in my ears, drowning out the world around me. My lungs tighten painfully in my chest as I struggle for breath. I can't.
It was me, Lemon. It was me. I'm so sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. In a way. Are you alright? Have you cried? Because your voice acting was...
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, you haven't cried?
No, not a single tear. I almost feel bad.
Oh my god. Your voice acting was on spot though. Makes me want to cry.
Again, my soul. I mean, I do feel emotional. This is rough.
Yes.
But I'm not, like, crying.
Makes me
I
feel
don't know,
weird
it's
that I
too early to
cried
make
for
me
June.
I'm too heartless.
No. Okay.
Alright. It wasn't your fault.
Okay. Okay, you sure?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd taken a few deep breaths, trying to compose myself enough to think straight. Nerissa's gone. I already knew that. And knowing that Vexx was the one to do it is enough to shatter me all over again. When I look at him, seeing him so broken, so overcome with grief and regret, I know that I'm not the only one who's struggling. It hurts. It hurts so much. But I forgive you. Nerissa would have wanted me to. He looks at me, stunned. His voice shakes when he speaks.
You should hate me. I can't forgive myself.
Hey, if it wasn't Vexx, it was probably gonna be someone else.
Yeah. Oh.
You have to. I'll help you. He breaks down again, and I kneel beside him, pulling him into my arms and feeling the weight of his destruction rumble through me.
Nothing matters now. My parents are dead. Nerissa is dead. What else do I have? Yes. Oh.
Before I can answer, shouts echo from above and my head snaps toward the sight of K-Mary soldiers swarming the prison.
Luna.
They're down here! I grab Vexx by the arm, attempting to pull him to his feet. Vexx, get up. We have to go. He lets me help him up, and I scan the prison widely, looking for an exit. This way. The way I had come from is clear of soldiers, and I decided it would be best to have at least some semblance of where I'm going. My feet pound over the grated floor as I head for the stairs, Vexx hot on my heels.
We are really doing the job of a navigator. How nice.
I know. We're so good.
Yeah.
Our sense of direction is great. It's not like I need to do the hand thing whenever I need to tell left from right.
Oh, I do it too now. Yeah.
We travel up and up, the same way I had come down before. When we reach the corridor near the labs, I skid to a stop, looking for any sign of the others.
Okay, I'll
A quick
continue.
glance at the
Wait,
area tells me that.
after
Oh,
you.
do you want
Yeah.
to start now?
You can finish this one and I'll
Oh.
continue the next one.
Okay. A quick glance at the area tells me that it's empty. Terrifyingly empty. And I shudder when I think of what June might have done in there.
Come on, let's keep going. I motion for Vexx to follow, and we continue through the facility in what I hope is the right direction to reach the main lobby. It doesn't take long for shouts and footsteps to echo behind us, and I know we're still being pursued. I skid around another corner, almost colliding with the person who is coming from the other direction at the same time. Oh my god, I'm speaking too fast.
Lemon!
Oh my god, he's here! My heart leaves my chest at the sight of Ayame, June, and Bash.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Where the hell have you been? The bombs are set. We have to get out of here now.
The shouts echo from behind us, the hairs on the back of my neck standing on the end as King Mary closed the distance.
Hurry up, let's go.
We raced through the corridors in the facility, following June's leads and trusting him to get us out of here in time. My feet pound the linoleum floors, and this time I'm not worried about keeping quiet because they already know we're here. I only hope that we can cause enough of the distraction to keep them all. I only hope that we can cause enough of a distraction to keep them away from the bombs. Aya's headgear illuminates, and Cauldron's voice can faintly be heard through the earpiece.
Arya, what the hell is going on? We've evacuated the mines. It's time to go.
We're coming. Just hold your goddamn horses.
The horses have well and truly left the stable. Get your asses out here before I come and haul you out myself.
Bang.
All right.
Picking up speed, we tumbled through corridors and race around corners, pushing ourselves to keep ahead of the Chimera. God, my leg would have give up. We at last reached the lobby, and I have to put a foot firmly down to avoid colliding with Bash as he comes a certain stuff. When I look past him, I see what exactly is blocking our way.
Hands where we can see them.
We're blocked from both in front rear by Chimera soldiers and Half Moon insignia and the Half Moon insignia and the dark armor, giving them away. There aren't as many as there were on Cursa, but there's enough to outnumber the 5 of us to 4 to 1. I follow the suit of the others as they raise their hands and the soldiers step forward, presumably to disarm us. Before they can take more than a few steps, gunfire screams through the whole floor, and one of the soldiers crumples to the ground. A second shot is fired, taking out another soldier, and the third and the fourth fall forward, revealing an extremely smug-looking assassin in their stead. I thought you could use some help.
Of course I did. I mean, we didn't, obviously. But really? That's the grand entrance you chose to make? Let's just get this done.
Damon, Codrin, and Riona fight their way through the Chimera toward us, while the rest of the crew take the back line. Though he was a broken mess just a minute ago, even Vexx takes down a pair of soldiers, swiping one of their guns and finishing them both off with ease. By the look of fury, I see flushing his face, I can tell this is some kind of step toward revenge for his parents. Distracted by the others, I don't realize until it's too late that another soldier is heading straight for me. A weight sent me sprawling to the ground, knocking the wind from my lungs, and when I scramble backwards, I find the soldier descending on me with the blade of his sword. Pulling my blaster from its holster, I take aim and shoot. The blaster hits him in the stomach, and he stumbles back, the sword dropping from his hands and landing on the floor with a clatter. Nice! Bash breezes past and finishes him off with a fist to the face, throwing me a wink as he passes by. The atrium is alight with battle as each of the crew faces off against our enemies, vastly outnumbered willing to fight to the death. I glance around wildly for where I can help, but before I can make a move, the ground trembles beneath my feet. A ripple goes through the entire floor, followed by a deep rumble, and then the deafening sound of the explosive booming through the building. The floor behind me caves in, taking the soldiers with it.
Everyone, get the hell out of here!
I push myself to my feet and run as fast as my legs would take me, fearing the sounds of destruction lapping at my heels. I fall hard, launching out in time to grab the edge of the crumbled floor as I fall against the pit, hanging by only a thread. Oh my god, no! Despite my better judgment, I look down and immediately regret the situation. Among the rubble below lays the broken bodies of Chimera soldiers, dead in the dust. The drop alone is enough to kill me, enough to tear the breath right from my lungs. I'm going to fall. I'm going to die. In these last precious moments, my thoughts turn to only one thing. Oh my god.
For the rest of the game.
Yeah, we can go back, so I saved already. Like I said, we're going for Vexx first.
Yes.
Okay. So, let me go to the bathroom 1 second, because I've been holding it in for a while. So, I wish for you to voice your true love. Okay.
It will be a horrible impression.
No. You do your own, like, yeah. So, like, okay, I'll be right back. 1, 2, 3, go.
My thoughts turn to Vexx, and I can't hide the truth from myself any longer. What I feel for him is more than simple friendship, or the remnants of our past, more than a fleeting flutter of the heart whenever he's nearby. Despite everything he's unwillingly put me through, everything he's been through himself, my feelings for him are very real. It's always been him. I only wish we had more time together, more time to fix everything that was broken between us. The dust from the crumbling building falls down into my face and I sputter, my grip on the ledge weakening. I can't hold on much longer. The sounds of shouts drift down to me from above, and I can only hope the crew made it out okay. I wish I could know that Vexx made it out safely, that the crew will continue to help him. My fingers grow numb, sweat dampening my palms. This is it. This is the end. When I lose my grip completely, my stomach lurches and I cry out, squeezing my eyes shut in hopes that it will make the final impact quick, painless. But I don't fall. Something grips my arm, and my legs flail beneath me as I hang suspended over the pit below. Lemon! My heart swells in my eyes, and as my eyes snap outwards, finding Vexx leaning over the edge, his grip on me strong and sure. As if my very thoughts have manifested him, he's here, his forest green eyes burning with determination. Welcome back.
Yes. Okay, do you want me to continue?
Sure.
Okay. Hold on, princess.
You get to say it.
Okay. I'm going to get you out of here.
Half leaning into the pit, he reaches down and I swing my other arm up to meet him. With a firm grip on me, he pulls me over the ledge with ease, sweeping me out of the way and protecting me with his body, right as another part of the ledge crumbles and falls away.
Ooh. Okay, wait, one sec. Let me look at his. Ooh, okay, Aww.
We realize we're madly in love.
Mm-hmm.
And always have been. There's no escape from it now.
Yeah. Aww.
He hovers over me, his green eyes searching my face for any kind of injury as we lay among the debris. We need to get out.
Don't you ever scare me like that again. You hear me? Oh! Yes, sir!
I barely have the chance to nod before he leans in and catches my lips with his,
Ooh.
stealing the breath from my lungs.
June cries. Oh! Whoa!
A soft moan escapes me as he kisses me hard, and my fingers tangle.
I'm so sorry.
It's
I
fine.
said fingers, so that threw me. And my fingers tangle up through his hair, tugging through strands of red. My body goes warm, my heart pounding like a hammer in my chest. This is hardly the time or place for this, but I can't help myself.
Relatable.
I'm just so relieved to be safe in his arms.
Ayo.
When he pulls back, he's breathing hard, his eyes as clear as I've seen them in a long, long time. True love's kiss.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to stop, but we need to get out of here.
I nod in understanding as he pushes himself up and helps me get to my feet. For the first time, I notice the atrium is clear, bodies scattered among the wreckage. The building groans with the aftermath of the explosions, and Vexx grabs me by the hand.
Don't let go.
Never again.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Together, we race for the main doors of the building. I scan the bodies as we pass, searching desperately and hoping I don't spy any familiar faces among the rubble. As we hit the main doors, all I've seen is the familiar black of K. Mary armor. When we step outside, and the late afternoon sun hits my face and warms my skin, a sigh of relief goes through me. The rest of the crew are waiting in the distance near the tree line. As we approach, the look of relief on all their faces is enough to have me crumbling. They're all here. We're all okay.
We need to get back to the ship and signal our new friends before a second wave of soldiers descends on us.
Where are the prisoners? Did everyone make it out all right? They're in a valley not far from here. With their help, we managed to take out their captors.
Oh, we have allies.
They have leaders among them who are taking care of the others. They already know that help is on the way. I let out a heavy breath. It's such a relief to know that our plan succeeded. Yet somehow I still can't believe it. It'll be dark soon. We should get back to the ship and get the signal out immediately.
Okay, do you want me to narrate? Or
Yes.
okay. Let's stick to the forest. Will be harder for any aircraft to spot that way. Yeah, drink water.
Agreed.
We stick together as a group as we headed back into the forest, letting the trees surround and protect us like silent guardians. Right, one second. Everyone is quiet, lost in their own thoughts, but there's a sense of contentment that has settled over the group. We've done something important today. We've taken our first step in the fight against Sylvac, and I want to do more. I want to keep fighting until we've righted all the wrongs he's done to every single one of us. And by the look on the crew's faces, I can tell they feel the same way. Even Vexx is deep in thought. I know that we wouldn't have made it this far today without his help, and I'm grateful for that. We reached the ship while it's still bright outside, the sun filtering through the trees and into the clearing.
We need to send the signal, and quick. Once the others have arrived, we can get out of here. Where will we go? I don't know yet. First, we'll head for one of the merc stations and resupply. Then we'll make a plan from there.
I'll head inside and contact the others.
I'll come with you.
Damon and Aya disappear up the ramp into the ship, while the rest of us take a few moments to catch our breath and enjoy the peace of the forest. Can we talk? Vexx appears at my side, and immediately my heart pounds in my chest, so loud I wonder if he can hear it. Do you want me to continue for now?
Not say anything stupid.
Okay.
I can talk.
Okay. Go ahead.
I nod, and we walk away from the group into the shade of the trees to find some privacy.
Ooh.
Slipping behind a pair of them, we lose sight of the group, falling into a world of our own. Hello?
Ooh.
After escaping from the facility and making it back to the ship, I find my adrenaline is slowly draining away, exhaustion beginning to dawn on me. My hands shake when I think of earlier. I'm so relieved that Vexx found me when he did. I hate to think of what would have happened if he didn't. The very thought sends shivers racing down my spine.
Shit. Now that we're here, I don't really know what to say.
Oh wow, just wanted to get me alone, huh? He gives me a quick once over, and I see the flicker of emotion in his eyes, as though he's also trying to convince himself that I'm here, that I'm safe.
He's so pretty. Wait, okay.
I'm recovering right now. I'm sorry.
Why?
Don't do that! Okay. I avert my eyes from his steady gaze, feeling my skin warm. I know how I feel about Vexx. My stomach turns, thinking he might not return the same sentiment. He kissed us. If he didn't, I think that'd be a little bit of a douche move.
Yeah. About before.
Do you wish I didn't kiss you? I interrupt him suddenly, and he looks at me for a moment, stunned. Then he lets out a breath of laughter, his face turning soft.
No, that's not it. I'm glad
Good.
you kissed me. If I'm being honest, I wish you'd do it again. Yo.
Sorry, I bumped my mic.
It's fine.
His fingers
Slip.
His fingers slip beneath my chin, and the warmth of him travels all the way down to my toes, curling them in my boots. We're wearing boots.
Yes.
Yes, I predict this correctly.
Oh my god, yeah. Also, we took out the coat thingy too, and we have a coat, and that's really nice. Yeah.
I'm such a genius.
Yeah.
He tilts my face towards his eyes dancing with affection and his voice rough when he speaks.
I was terrified back there. I thought I'd lose you all over again. I'll never hurt you. I promise. Please just give me one last chance to be the man I'm supposed to be.
His hand slides to the side of my face and he steps closer, his body shadowing mine.
Oh.
Well, I don't want to reject, so... I mean, that kind of be awkward.
Yeah. Bloop.
His lips find mine, and it takes all I have to not sigh at the contact when his arms slide to my waist, and he pulls me against him so tight it almost hurts.
Oh.
I moan against his mouth and kiss him deeper, my desperate hands pressed against his chest, curling into the fabric of his jacket and pulling him closer. My head is dizzy. My mind's so light it rivals my fluttering heart for complete abandon. I can get through this.
Come on.
His mouth claims mine, his hands moving to either side of my face as he kisses me with a kind of intensity I've seen in him so many times before. It's intense, it's electric, and when it ends too soon.
Oh, look at that grin.
Oh my god. I can't handle this. When we finally break apart, I blink at him through the streams of sunlight. I don't want this to be all over. I don't want this to be over. I want to hold on to this feeling forever. To be warm and safe, and most of all, to be with him. I can't stop the smile from breaking across my face and matching his own. Keep kissing me like that, and I'll do anything you ask. He chuckles quietly at this, and the sound rumbles through me. Ignites something low in my stomach that has me wanting more. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
It's fine. I like to chuckle. I chuckle a lot because this thing is cute. You know, it's not like It's like
no, I know you're not making fun of me. Okay, I know that. I'm more frustrated at myself for my tongue not properly following my command.
I do that more than you, so yeah, don't have to worry about that.
That's true. Equivalent exchange. Vexx presses a single soft kiss against my hair.
Oh, that's really sweet.
His breath warm when he speaks.
Careful, princess. I might not be such a gentleman next time. Ayo.
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 My pulse quickens at his teasing, at the insinuation of it. I don't know what this means, any of it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't like it.
Oh.
I'm still in his arms when Damon struts down the ramp of the ship, yelling at us to get inside. I don't miss the curious glance he sends our way when we emerge from the forest, his lips curling into a knowing smile. Oh yeah, I know.
Ooh. How are you even walking? Oh wait, maybe
together.
Okay.
It's not both of them. It's a single one, like pulling each other close, like a three-legged race. We head towards the ship together, and for the first time in a long time, I feel happy.
Do you want me to narrate?
The late afternoon sun fills me with its last heat, and I know that whatever is
Oh, it delays.
Oh yes, if you want, yeah.
No, you finish this one. Do you want to? I'd rather you continue until we like get
Should I?
on the ship. But but that scene will be over if we can. Yeah.
No. I can finish this one.
Okay.
The late afternoon sun fills me with its last heat. Oh. And I know when it rises again tomorrow, I'll be facing a different kind of day.
So
Speed run.
is this me or you? Oh no, you lax. You lax.
You? I thought. I'm sorry.
No, I said I'd rather you finish that like the this scene,
Okay.
and then I'll
It's
narrate.
lagging for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's lacking for me too. I'll narrate when like we go back to.
I just thought of this. Okay. No, fine.
Okay, it's delaying.
It's the
so
thought
much.
of this that has me quietly smiling to myself, excited for the things to come. Until. Oh God. A gunshot rings in my ears. The sound so loud it deafens the world around me.
Oh.
Whose gun? Silence swiftly follows, my eyebrows dipping at the metallic scent of blood that washes over me. Raised to the surface of my skin, the air of the forest seeming to close in and stifle me. I didn't feel the thing. It wasn't. I look at Vexx, my eyes widen in horror.
He's fine. He's fine. He don't got he don't got hole in him. Oh.
I widen in horror at the dark red stain that spreads over the foot of his jacket and soaks through the crimson fabric. You didn't know this would happen, did you?
I did.
At the blood that covers his hands, and he pulls them away from the gunshot wound and stares at me, his face gone pale. No.
Lemon. Oh my god. Admittedly, I knew. That's why I suggested Vexx come first.
But I'm kind of curious.
Huh?
No, I know.
Uh-huh. Well, what are you curious about?
No, okay. I do have a question. Like, we don't have to, like, go all the way through, like, play through. I'm curious, who would save us if we chose nobody?
But yeah, okay, let's go to June later. Okay. None. My thoughts turn to Narissa, my sister, my family.
Oh.
As though she were here, right next to me. I hear her voice clear and strong in my ear. You wanna?
Keep going, Lemon. Don't let it end here.
Adrenaline pumps through my veins, and with renewed strength, I used the broken remnants of the facility to push myself enough to grip the edge with both hands.
Oh my god, we slay. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Curiosity quelled. Thank you.
Did you say that?
Wait. Now I'm curious. I'm so worried about who shot June. Or not June. Vexx.
Vexx.
Oh my
yeah.
god. Why did I confuse the two? Probably because they have the same story. And just
Are
slightly
you gonna read this?
Vexx. The red hair I like.
Is it?
Oh, no, I just figured that. I was just curious, like, what would happen if we chose that, but I don't.
I mean, are we gonna see more?
June over here.
Okay. A pair of arms.
I wasn't gonna narrate. I was just curious. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. No, no, no. Oh my god, it's delaying.
It's just like two people. Like,
1 second. Okay, wait. Oh, it's my internet. Okay, stream. Not. One people was watching, so. Hello? Oh no, it's connecting. Oh my god. Stream. My internet's so horrible. Hello, hello, hello. Is it delaying?
hello?
Okay.
Wait. I hear you. It's loading.
Okay,
Okay,
wait
I
for
hear
it.
now. I see it now.
Alright, okay. I was asking if we should continue like this path down to like the like end or just this.
Oh, just this, because unless someone else gets shot. Does who we pick depend on who gets shot, or is it always gonna be Vexx?
No, it's always gonna be Vexx. But yeah.
There's a target on his head.
Yeah.
Important information.
Okay, so do you want to continue or we go to
Surely
June?
It wouldn't be our sister's ex-guard. Surely not.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, yeah, I didn't know that still too.
I gotta sleep.
Oh,
I'm exhausted.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, you can go. I'll do the June path, right? Okay. Or I'll do this path for you so you could look
Okay,
back
I'll
to see.
watch it.
Yeah. All right, all right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be back in the morning.
Okay, everyone say good night to Nixie. Good night, Nixie.
Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Sweet dreams.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Have a good night.
Have fun seducing June.
Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. A pair of arms helped me to my feet, followed by a second pair as Aya and June find me. Thank God! We were so worried. Are you alright, Lemon? I look back at the pit behind me and shiver. I was very nearly not alright at all. I'm okay. Can we please just get out of here? This way. I follow the two of them through the wrecked building, through scenes of destruction and death. For the first time, I noticed the atrium is clear, with bodies. Okay, this one is the same. Okay, so Yami says quick. These are the same. Okay, Ayame. Okay, wait. Have I? Okay, so this time we made our way into the shade to get some privacy. Slipping behind a pair of them, I lose sight of the crew, falling into a world of my own. Okay, now this one is still the same. My hands shake when I think of earlier. I'm so relieved I managed to get out of there, with Aya and June's help. I hate to think of what would happen if I'd slip and fell before they arrive. The very thought sends a shiver racing down my spine. Once again, my thoughts turn to Nerissa, and I smile. It's hard to believe how clearly I can still hear her voice. She must have had her secrets, and I'll probably never learn the truth behind her actions. But still, she was always there for me, just as she was there for me today. I sigh and look up to the sky, letting my eyes rest for a moment under the bright sunshine that filters through now I switched them both up. The three and the tree. Like, why? Okay. I wish Narissa could still be alive. Somewhere, somehow. I know it's wishful thinking, especially after what I learned today, but still, part of me, a childish, foolish part, I can't help but hope. I miss her, obviously, but it's more than that. After everything I've been through lately, and today, I just know she would be so proud of me. And it's only the beginning. I'm still lost in my own thoughts when Ayame struts down the ramp of the ship, yelling at us all to go get inside. I don't miss the curious glance she sends my way when I emerge from the forest, but all she does is beam at me and wave, hurrying me to move along. With a smile on my face, I head back to the ship, and for the first time in a long time, I feel happy. This is the same thing. Oh god, the gunshot is so loud. And then... oh. A low groan reaches my ears, and when I look towards Vexx, my eyes widen in horror. Oh no. I feel so bad now, Nixie. I know this is coming, and I think you probably know too. But yeah. Okay, that's the end. Now we load option. And we sticks to wall man. Yeah. June. It's kind of embarrassing to do this by myself without Nixie. And with Nixie, it's more embarrassing, but like, I feel like when I have a company, I tend to express myself more. My thoughts turn to June, and I can't hide the truth from myself any longer. What I feel for him is more than a simple admiration or friendship, more than a fleeting flutter of the heart whenever he's nearby. I'm crazy about the man, and it's only here, now, that I'm finally letting myself embrace that thought. I only wish we had more time together. The dust from crumbling building falls down into my face, and I splutter, my grip on the ledge weakening. I can't hold on much longer. The sounds of shouts drift down to me from above, and I can only hope that the crew made it out okay. I wish I could know that June made it out safely. My fingers grow numb, sweat dampening my palms. This is it. This is the end. When I lose my grip completely, my stomach lurches and I cry out, squeezing my eyes shut in the hopes it will make the final impact quick, painless. But I don't fall. Something grips my arms and my legs, fails beneath me. Oh my god. As it hangs, suspended over the pit below. Shit. Lemon! It's the same word too. My heart swells as my eyes snap upwards, finding June leaning over the ledge, his grip on me strong and sure. As if my very thoughts manifested him. He's here, his bright grey eyes burning with determination, with a faint sheen of green. Hold on, I'll pull you up. He shouts down at me, and I can see few sparse green veins light up on his face and arms, but for some reason, I'm not scared now. With a firm grip on me, he pulls me up over the ledge, with a growl, easily pulling me out of the way and protecting me with his body right as another part of the ledge crumbles and falls away. Once I'm safe in his arms, he holds me by the wrist, searching desperately for any kind of injury as we lay among the debris. I couldn't find you, and then you were... Shit. I'm sorry it took so long, Lemon. Of course! I feel so bad now. But hey, me and Nixie are different individuals, and we love different people, right? So just pretend our meat suit is a split, like we split the part. Okay. I don't have the words for this, so all I do is pull him close by his vest and press my lips on his. He tenses for a heartbeat before pulling me closer and wrapping his arms around me. A soft moan escapes me when he squeezes my waist with a strong hand, and it's hard to hold back after that. My body goes warm, my heart pounding like a hammer in my chest. This is hardly the time or place for this, but I can't help myself. Oh, yawning. Oh my god. I'm just so relieved to be safe in his arms. Hey yo! Stop your grin of yours. A soft chuckle escapes him, and he pulls away. But its softness is entirely erased at the dark, lustful. Whoa! Lustful look he gives me. I never thought I'd make a fond memory of this place, but I'd rather continue this somewhere where you're not at risk of being hit by a debris. Yo. I nod in understanding as he pushes himself up and helps me to my feet. Actually, I don't really like the way he say that, cause like, you know, trauma overcomes everything. But like, hey, I'm glad at least he got some fond memory, eh? Right? For the first time, I noticed that. Okay, this one's the same. Whatever you do, don't let go of me, okay? Never. Together, we race for the main doors of the building. I scan the bodies as we pass. Oh my god. Oh, yada a lot. Searching desperately and hoping I don't spy any familiar faces among the rubble. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, these are the same. Oh, I'm so tired all of a sudden. Nixie's sleepiness must have gotten to me. Oh. Oh. Can you come with me, Lemon? June appears at my side, and immediately my heart pounds in my chest, so loud I wonder if he can hear it. I nod, and we walk away from the group and into the shade of the trees to find some privacy. Slipping behind a pair of them, we lose sight of the crew, falling into a whirl of our own. After escaping from the facility and making it back into the ship, I find my adrenaline is slowly draining away. Exhaustion begins to dawn on me. Maybe that's what happened. Like, my adrenaline is gone and I'm exhausted. Oh, I yawned again. Oh my gosh. My hands shake when I think of earlier. I'm so relieved that June found me when he did. I hate to think of what would happen if he didn't. The very thought sends a shiver racing down my spine. I'm sure you had a lot of questions about what happened, but I'm so glad you're here. June gives me a quick once over, and I see a flicker of emotion in his eyes. It's clear he's trying to convince himself that I'm here, that I'm safe, and it's only when he's satisfied that his expression relaxes. I avert my eyes from his steady gaze, feeling my skin warm. Oh, my freak! Something fall, sorry. I avert my eye. Okay. I avert my eyes from his steady gaze, feeling my skin warm, and I know how I feel about June, and my stomach turns, thinking he might not return the same sentiment I'd like to talk about before. Do you wish we hadn't kissed? I interrupt him suddenly, and he looks at me for a moment, stunned. Then he lets out a breath of laughter, his face turning soft. Quite the opposite, really. I was worried you regretted it. Aww. He runs his fingers gently on my cheek, and I lean into his touch. The warmth of him travels all the way to my toes, curling him in my boots. I only regret not doing it sooner. He locks his eyes onto mine, and they are burning with affection. Gray and green are still fighting for dominance over him, but I can tell it's not the rage that's overflowing in him now. His voice husky when he speaks. When I couldn't find you, I was terrified. It was my fault for leaving you alone, and I'm so sorry for that. I don't know what I'd do if I lost you back there, Lemon. I really don't. He cups my cheek and tilts my head toward his. He looks at me like I'm the brightest stars he's ever seen, and I can't help but smile at him. I love the stars like uses like resemblance or whatever in his route, because I love stars and I'm happy to be his brightest stars. Ooh, he pulls me closer to kiss him. June pulls my face even closer and smiles at me as he closes the distance between our lips. It takes all I have not to sigh when he wraps his arms around my waist and pushes my back against the wide trunk of a tree. Oh my god, I'm stuttering. I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I mean, I would say, hey yo, I was just saying that. Oh my god, I made a slip up. I moaned against his mouth and kissed him deeper, unable to control my need of him. The need to feel every inch of his body against mine, of feeling his strong body pressing against mine. My head is dizzy. My mind is so light it rivals my fluttering heart for complete abandon. His mouth claims mine, his hands getting rougher and bolder the longer our kiss goes on. It's intense, it's overwhelming, and when it ends too soon. Hey yo, I love his smug. When we finally breaks apart, I blink at him through streams of sunlight. I don't want this to be over. I want to hold on to this feeling forever, to be warm and safe, and most of all, to be with him. I really just meant to talk, but I guess I can't control myself around you. Ooh, rawr. I can't stop my laugh as he leans back in for one more quick soft kiss. Ayo! Good. That's what I was hoping to hear. He chuckles, and the sound rumbles through me, his breath warm against my cheek, and it ignites something low in my stomach that has me wanting more. Hey, again? June steals yet another kiss before pulling his face away. His eyes soft when he smiles at me. Yeah, I really ought to stop now. Stop now. I don't have that much self-control left in me. Ayo. I don't know what this means. Any of it. Oh my god, no! But I'd be lying if I said I didn't like it. I'm still in his arms when Ayame strut down the ramp of the ship, yelling at us to get inside. I don't miss the curious glance she sends our way when we emerge from the forest, her lips curling into a triumphant smile. With June's arm around me, we head back to the ship together, and for the first time in a long time, I feel happy. The late afternoon sun fills me. Okay, it's the same thing. Boom. The third time Vexx gets shot. Nixie is depressed. Okay, there you go. Alright. This episode is over. So, I would end the stream here. And especially when Nixie is not here, right? Okay, so we are lonely. So, yeah, the stream would not be the same. But, okay, wait. Nixie texted me. Okay, yeah. Good night, Nixie. Like one last good night to her, and then we'll end the stream. Okay, and you all out there, you all have a good night too, right? So, yeah, see you again next time, pretty soon. And I didn't say this earlier, but Andromeda 6 is releasing the 7th episode. The 7th? Yeah, episode 7 on July, the 1st of July. And yeah, I don't know if we should be playing that on stream. I mean, we still have episode 6 to go, but maybe I'll make this into video instead. So yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe I'll try to skim through things. If it's not too much, I'll, yeah, probably stream. But if it's too much, then it's gonna be a video instead. Alright, everyone? So, yeah. See you later!